all these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing
You can be sure that we're both on a list. You can be sure that we make the most pissed. Streaming through history, uncovering mysteries. It's why the whites are living in misery. We keep the audience elating as we continue navigating through centuries of adventures of the ever-evolving small hat wizardry. Audience fist, let us show you what you might have missed.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for Moo's bad guys? And it looks like we're live!
We're live! Oh my god. It's so great to be back, thawed out again from my cryogenic freezer. I believe you've gotten some time off from your cryogenic freezer, Artie.
Yeah,
I hope you're
two
doing well,
different
mate.
fields
Well.
has been covered.
Yeah, well, look, so, how I told you, right, that thing with Avi, I wound up in even more debt than when I started. Well, it turns out I've been offered a TV job. Okay. It's going to be called Minneapolis Safari, right? And it's a variant on the idea that I pitched for my old TV production company, right? Which was Justin Trudeau Hyena Island, right? It was a great pitch, right? Justin Trudeau on an island with 100 hyenas. What will happen? And look, I thought this was like a great idea. But the TV production company were like, look, what if he manages to like talk the hyenas around and, gets them like, to all like team up and attack the crew. So they couldn't get insurance for it and stuff. But Minneapolis White Safari is apparently like a go, right? So I'll be in downtown Minneapolis, right, with like a MAGA hat on, wandering around, shouting the N-word at the top of my lungs. Apparently, it's going to be completely safe. They're going to have like security on standby and stuff like that, right? It's like rage clicks. Apparently, that's all the thing with the kids. So, you should be expecting like season 1 pretty soon. And hopefully that will pay off my my ballooning debt. Although the contract I signed, I only get about like 5% of the actual royalties. But Avi has assured me that will be enough to cover my debt. So, so that's some good news. How you doing, man?
Well, I'm not as concerned about really the interest rate, but we don't have like healthcare, like public healthcare here, right? That like if like for whatever reason, I don't know how it would happen, but maybe you slip and fall and bump your head, or you trip and fall into a swinging baseball bat into your face, or you accidentally walk into somebody else's knife. You're just you're accruing medical debt, just so you know. I don't know if that was worked into your deal or not. I mean, I feel like he may have got you really focused on the interest, so you may have gotten like a better interest rate.
No, look, I'm sure like medical cover is like part of it, right? I mean, it must be. I mean, Avi wouldn't do me dirty like that, surely, right? Like,
sure. Are you sure though?
Look, man.
What do you mean, right? You should never enter a contract with people like Ari and at the end go, right? No, that's not how you end that. Can't end on a question mark.
if you can't trust someone like Avi, right? I mean, who can you trust, right? Right? Like, you're not gonna like. I mean, okay, I'll have to look at the contract. I mean, that's a good point. I really
in the UK, like, do you guys have like a millennial centennial where like on 2066 you celebrate 1,000 years in the UK for them? Is that on the docket for the UK?
No, I think that's racist now, bruv. Probably illegal.
Well, no, they're religion though. They're not a race of people. I can't believe you just said that.
wait. You mean the moves in England? Do they have like a special like thing?
Yeah, we've been here since 1066. Woohoo! Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but probably, right? Like, it'll be, mate, I can see it now. They'll have like, tax collector booths and, like things where you can like play games where they like seize your land and debase your currency.
Right.
It'll be great.
Instead of a kissing booth, it's tasks for the goy to do on Shabbat for them. Booth. Very useful. Everything's going to have a utility, right?
I mean, I think they're probably going to digitize it all, like goytasks.com, right? It'll be great.
Oh my God, dude, that might already exist. There's no way we thought of that before them. We have to realize that, right? Just by sheer numbers.
If someone doesn't have that domain, buy it now. it's gonna be worth something. I would guess.
Right, like Goy Dash.
Goy Dash.
It's got that has to already be at the very least in development, I would say.
How about goytoy.com?
There we go.
That's pretty catchy, right? I think actually, right, if you started something like that, Keir Starmer would be like really, really into that. He's very into the Ukrainian photographic scene. Or so I've been told. He's one of those guys that, like, 3 a.m. comes around and he's like, what I really need to do is photograph like a young Ukrainian male model. Right? I mean, look, it's perfectly reasonable. Everyone's gotten that. It's 3 a.m. and you just have the sudden desire for art. You know what I mean?
Sudden desire for art.
Yeah, that's right.
I have a sudden desire. I got a hankering for some art right now.
Yeah, got a hankering for some art, and only a supple Ukrainian teenager will be able to help you with this. That trial is still like moving, right? They've like postponed it, I think, till like June this year, but it is sooner or later going to like come up where they're going to have to like ask him in court, how it was that he knew these 3 Ukrainian photographic models, you know what I mean, right? That just happened to do like home visits. perfectly reasonable, above board.
It'll probably be similar to Don Lemon. Nothing's going to happen,
Well, I mean,
yeah, it'll probably be something like that, man.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what the issue is? It's these global elites, okay? These shadowy figures.
The globalists, the shadowy elites. Yep. That's who are these shadowy elites? I don't know. I mean, it's just but how do they run the world and remain completely unseen? Globalists, secret societies.
But that's as far as he could take it, man. That's as far as he took us. And he took us pretty far, okay?
But they must have like jobs and positions outside of the secret society. Surely you'd be able to identify them. No, just globalists, satanic, globalists.
Jobs and positions? How about entire organizations that have been in the country for over a century? Let me tell you something, okay? Just between the NAACP and B'nai B'rith, the precursor to the ADL, that is over 250 years of influence, which might be, just between those two organizations alone, more years of influence than the country has been in existence with just those two alone.
So my question is, do they have like a B'nai B'rith?
Dude, they snipped me. I owe him one. That's really why I'm mad. I asked my mom, I'm like, what'd you do that for? She was like, I don't know. We just thought you were supposed to do that. Why? Because everybody else was doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's try and think for ourselves next time you go and cut my piece of my dick off, Mom. Thank you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Look it up.
It was exactly the same thing in Australia, right? Like all of a sudden it was just the done thing and everyone just like did it. And, you know, it was like, oh, you know, and they went around saying like, oh, it's more hygienic and, you know, women prefer it and all this kind of like stuff. And like literally no one stopped and was like, wait, is this like really a good idea? I knew people when I was young. My best friend, he's actually got like fucked up, right? And he's I shit you not, his dick hole closed up, right? And this other hole, he basically grew like this other hole on the underside of his
that
dick.
That really is terrible. Okay,
I know, right?
That really is terrible. However, at the time, you know, did that get out? Did other people learn that about him? Because you really don't want anyone else knowing that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It was a long time ago. I can't remember, but I just do remember that really vividly, being like, huh. So that's what happens if your dick hole closes up. your body spontaneously generates a new one, huh?
I think we can confirm we have been medical experiments and psychological experiments for the moo for quite some time now, you know?
007, the holes that hurt are the holes that heal. Come on.
What do you mean, come on? You put that there. You did that.
God. Oh, dude. Bro.
It's so funny. It's 00 too on a circumstance.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So, good to see you, chat. I hope everyone's doing well. We got a girthy episode for you tonight. Turgid, even, you might say. What's on the docket tonight?
Too much is happening too quickly. So I watched Don Lemon's live stream, the entire 6.5 hour live stream. I watched that. So I am a human encyclopedia for anything being said about that man and every single context. I might even have to do some sort of stream where I just go through it. Not the whole thing, but I could definitely fill 3.5 hours of poking through that stream. I have too much to say on it. So I says to Fist, I says, dude, put something on the screen involving Don Lemon and I'll just be able to riff on it, okay?
Man,
I can't decide. I have my selection process has been shotgunned out of my brain.
How did you even, oh mate, my God. See, this, ladies and gentlemen, is what autism looks like. The ability to sit through 7 hours of fucking Don Lemon. Oh my God, mate.
It's really, it's what people must have felt like with the San Francisco gold rush in the 1940s. They spend all day sifting, but they find some gold, right? And then when I have a piece of content, it's kind of like gambling on myself. I gamble my time and go, let me see if I can find some gold in this allotted amount of time. And then something might come up in a week that I noticed in the... Here's the thing, though. The cast of characters that we've been seeing, all of them are there. They're essentially a traveling circus at this point. People from New York are going to Minnesota. They're all like openly traveling now with each other, which I showed you before.
Yeah, I'm basically the same with the World Economic Forum, right? So like I tend to like watch their like live streams with like autistic detail because like that's how you figure out what's going on. We will be covering the WEF tonight. Davos, the first day of Davos is now complete. All the little elites are tucked up in their beds with their high-priced hookers, you know, sleeping the sleep of the just. Oh, it's lovely. My prediction for WEF 2026. You want to hear it?
Of course.
You know, did you know, Artie, that actually there's such a thing as new nuclear, and it's actually the greenest energy of all. And we don't have to worry about all that like solar stuff, and you know, because we can just decarbonize with modular nuclear reactors, and then we can have artificial intelligence running everything.
I feel like they're trying to make it really convoluted so no one follows it and goes, well, they see, well, you know, they're the experts, so they know what they're talking about.
It's gonna be really funny. I'm like waiting to see like how quickly they can do a complete 180, right? Like
as we've learned historically, pretty quickly.
So my prediction by the end of Davos this year, they'll suddenly come out and be like, did you know that new nuclear is actually the greenest energy of all? And you're like, yes, we've been fucking telling you this for like fucking 5 years. No. But now
I feel
we're
like
saying it.
I feel like new nuclear is going to be like the new metal of like energy generation, where it's not, I don't think it's going to have a lot of staying power. Okay. It's going to be a very short 5 to 10 year period that people are going to look back on and laugh at.
No, I think it could work. But again, right, the important thing, of course, is that they get AI, right? Because AI, as we will be seeing, right, they're all in on AI, and we must have the AI in order to have the fourth industrial revolution.
But
Rob is out.
Isn't the AI just going to feed their own opinions back to them essentially? Because they essentially control the information centers. So I mean, what are they excited about?
Absolutely. Right. But you got to understand they have the best opinions, mate. Right. So why would they want anyone else's opinions fed back into them but their own? I mean,
I really answered that for myself, didn't I?
Okay. We got some super chats before we get into it. Wait, is it working?
Yes.
Hello. Right.
Yeah.
Testing for $2. I'm here, bitches. Why is the super chat thing going all
because it
weird?
Changed. Because it resets the settings on me sometimes. Now let's do a little bit of kayfabe and act like it's always been this way, okay?
Oh yeah. It's always been this way, right? I don't want to hear any misinformation. Thank you, testing. Good to hear from you. Kosher Bosher Salt for 6 shekels.
Is that really? How is that possible?
Well, they're in Israel.
That is the symbol for shekel, really.
That is the symbol for shekels, yeah. Also the symbol for Pfizer. Don't think about it too hard. 6 shekels. Take my shekels, fellas. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll make sure to put those shekels into some nice vestments. Thank you very much.
I'm so used to people joking about that, where I did a solo stream and he was giving me shekels and I was like, I don't even know what that symbol is. I can't. And then I saw a comment that said, dude, he's actually giving you real world legitimate shekels, which is incredible. Thank you.
Well, it's nice to know we have some Israeli listeners. That's fucking awesome.
Do you like how much of a joke the word shekels is, where I'm like, where do you even get those? And it's like, well, Artie, those are just fake. That's not real.
Testing again for $2. None in that press conference asked about the church.
Yeah.
Which press conference is this? This must be something referenced in the. By the way, I liked that intro music, mate. Alice in Chains singing our intro song.
See what it's going for, right?
Oh, very nice. Oh my God!
Wow.
Your mom's legs.
Cheekum.
20 memberships.
Can you hear the applause?
Thank you very much.
Could you hear the applause?
I did. Yes, I hear the applause.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah. So, with the gifted memberships, whoever has a gifted membership, what you're going to want to do is go to the members only posts and get the playlist for the no ads streams. That is what you will want to do. Also, thank you. An unbelievable amount. Thank you so much. My mom's legs are really putting in work tonight.
Oh, mate, your mom's legs, fucking, mate, they really go hard.
My mom, old Ironsides, you know.
Zongjina for $5. Thank you very much. Not gonna lie, Nick is a nuclear liability to any cause he claims to support. He called Epstein based, among other repulsive shit. Truly irredeemable ATP. Well,
he serves a political function. Is how you have to understand that.
Yep. Dillybod for $10 US. Thank you very much. People want to believe the world is a dystopian fantasy with all these secrets in every dark corner with powerful people, organizations. But in reality, the real world is boring and stale. Well, I mean,
I don't know, man. I think the real world, the actual reality that we live in, the video that I just made about Don Lemon yesterday, where there is an actual reality, but that is not the reality that we're living in. We're living in Don Lemon's reality, unfortunately, okay? The hyper reality. And once you realize that it's not that you don't like reality, it's that you don't like who is in control of the hyper reality that they're forcing onto us. We love reality, okay? It's just that the reality that they are forcing upon us is a very oppressive one. That's how I would play it.
Oh, there we go. That's slightly better. No, that's gay.
What?
No, that's also gay. We'll try this one. That's better. Right. Okay. Slightly bigger
sure,
font.
yeah.
Thank you very much, Dilly Bod. JLM Knight for 5 Canadian loonies. Thank you very much, mate. Like the stream, fellas. Stop being stingy like a bunch of moos. Thank you very much.
That is incredible. They always remember to say that before I do. Feel free to like the stream, fellas. That's incredible.
Kosher Bosher Salt back again for another 6 shekels. Don't be stingy as a moo. Send some shekels, fellas. Thank you very much once again.
Is that another one of the good ones? I think there might be 4 or 5 good ones now. It's a growing movement.
It's a movement. Yeah, exactly. Molokai for 20 Swedish krona. Hello, fellas. Hello, Molokai. How you doing, mate?
Oh, I might.
Suck Duck for $2. Reminder, not AI, public funded data miner. Not AI, public funded data miner, sir. Is that SUR? I don't understand. Is he like sir, not AI, but public funded data miner, or is sir like I don't know. But thank you very much. Waffle for $10. Look at him, he's back. They say Mexicans work hard, yet I have 3 on my crew that I supervise, and I can complete more work than them combined in half the time and make it look better. Well, there you go.
Well, that's because they have been goyed up and Americanized, you know?
Double mumble for $5. Nick didn't crash out at the super chats on this. I want my money back. Well,
you know, it's becoming old hat.
Yeah. It's I guess like the shock phase is over.
Yeah, his mystique is gone. Now he's a regular guy.
Yeah, I mean, how long can you clutch the pearls for before everyone's just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we've heard it all before. Pearl clutching has like a sort of a lifespan, is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
Death Takes for 10 Canadian loonies. Thank you very much, mate. Sar, help me, Sar. I'm fucking Indian. Oh my God, Sar. Please to send Google gift cards. Thank you very much, Death Takes. Appreciate that, mate. What else have we got? Tessie again for $2. Mooish Star and a laugh.
Wow. Thank you.
And big time for $5. I want justice for those churchgoers. Orthodox cross. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is the precedent that it's setting if nothing happens, right?
Yep. I mean, you will not believe the nothing they are about to unleash, bro, right? Are you ready for them to do like fucking nothing? I'm so excited for them to do nothing. I mean, I don't know. They're saying they might. Yeah, exactly. Just relax, bros. Nothing ever happens. I mean, I don't know. They're saying they might arrest Don Lemon. I will believe it when I see it. And if he does get arrested, right, he's gonna be like the next. Oh my God, he's gonna milk it for like 1,000,000,000%. He's gonna be like, oh my God, my injustice. Don't you know that I'm gay and I'm black and I'm gay and I'm black and like this is fascism. Oh my God.
I know, but like the annoying thing is like with Jan 6, what they were able to do with conspiracy charges on people, like their organizing is never viewed as conspiracy when they just do the same thing and worse with different words. And I just don't know why we just can't do anything about it legally. Like, are the moves really just the kings of being lawyers to that extent? We've learned nothing as to how to like get around that legally to prosecute them.
Well, I mean, see, this is the thing, right? It does bring up a bit of a double standard. Okay. If it's only people sort of harassing synagogues that get like jail time for this, right? But you can do whatever you want to a church. People are not going in the current environment. People are going to like notice that and they're going to be like, that's not really. So, the smart thing to do would be to, actually go after a few of these people. I mean, it is illegal, but I mean, you know how the law works. It's like, it's illegal. Yeah. But like, it depends on the judge, obviously. Right. Kevin 11 for $5. Thank you, mate. Nick saying Epstein was based. Lol. Wow. What else is he going to say? Mustache man had aura. Yeah, I know, man. What else is he going to say? I'm on tenterhooks, bro. Right?
Well, that's
like, honestly.
you can't coalition build with the guy, but he's really good at throwing a wrench in the system. Yeah, he has to, as somebody who also chooses to really operate independently. I understand that, but the level at which he says things that he's not supposed to say just for the sake of saying them just doesn't make any sense to me sometimes.
Did you see that picture of him when he was at the club, right? They all got together for like a picture, and Nick's just standing there like looking like a normal dude, and all the other guys are like posing, like, you know, looking like looking like, oh my, and like Nick looks like so normal.
Why is he there?
Picture. He's just like, oh, you know,
it's useless degen stuff. I don't even know why he's there.
Yeah, well, I don't know, mate. Maybe someone convinced him to get out of the fucking house. You know.
Well, this is what I really like about being the atheist liberal. Where if I call someone a degen, see, if I was like a Christian, right, that's just like a Christian saying it. But me, an atheist, calling someone else a degen or doing something degenerate, that's got some sting to it, you know.
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's not like going out to a club is in of itself degenerate. I mean, it's degenerate. It's degenerate adjacent, right?
With
but, you know,
people.
Yo, I suppose that's true.
With Sneako's a Muslim dude. Like, come on.
Kosher Bosher Salt again with another 6 shekels. Oy vey. Thank you very much. Watching Moorish behavior is making me anti-citrus.
That is technically what it's supposed to do.
Right. Shall we get into it? I've got
we should start flying, bro.
I've got a package.
Yeah, you do. And I can't mention it because it sounds gay whenever I say anything about complimenting you on your package. No matter how I say it, everyone always makes fun of me, and I don't know why.
So happy MLK Day. Happy Moloch Day, Artie. I understand you Americans, you celebrate Moloch every year. Have I got that right? That's what MLK means, right?
He's a commie shitskin.
Yeah, it's Moloch Day. Okay, right? You know. Enjoy.
Black and Jewish people have more in common than you think.
Let's talk about it.
All throughout the civil rights movement, the first community that was always there to have the Black community's back was the Jewish community. You'll see photos of MLK marching and who's right by his side, a bunch of rabbis. And then the Black community stepped up and was there with the Jewish community, especially Martin Luther King. And they all stood with Israel and they all stood behind the Jewish community.
That is true. Blacks were targeted a lot too and still are at points, of just like the Jews. So I feel like that's how we connect a lot.
We still to this day.
We've seen things like this, right? Pushed out by, like, you know, leftists, reform moodyism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is what we typically see with this. So who is putting this out though? Like, what? Like, is this is also leftist? But that guy's not a leftist, is he?
This is PragerU.
Oh, this is PragerU.
Yeah, this is literally PragerU.
This is the right wing moves that we get, is what you're telling me.
There is no left and right, mate. There's just the J's, right? Like they just take whatever position, you know, benefits their agenda at any point in time.
Exactly. That's why a defining characteristic of being right wing is being moo critical, fellas. It's just what it is.
Oh God.
We have many of the exact same enemies.
KKK. We're after both Jews and Black. Most people who are after the Black community are also after the Jewish community and vice versa. Hamas is also against the Black community too.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Especially
yes, the notorious pronouncements from Hamas against the Black community.
It's incredible.
I mean, I don't know. They can probably dig something up, right? But like, you know, oh my God. Look, we need to hang together, right? We don't need any of these conspiracy theories. Please keep protecting us.
Well, all this does is feed into the white supremacy of, like,
yeah.
Look,
look,
what's the defining characteristic is white people, right?
Yeah, man, we got to team up against the whites, right? Like, we helped you fight the whites before, and everything's gotten so much better for you guys. Imagine fucking being like a Black person, right? Like with some awareness. Like,
no, I refuse to do that.
Before the civil rights era, and just being like, oh yeah, everything's gotten so much fucking better for us now. Oh my God.
Year over this conflict and the war, the same people again are trying to separate our communities.
There's so many narratives out there trying to make it seem like the Black and Jewish community should be united. It's like, first of all, a lot of Black people are Jewish and a lot of Jewish people are Black. And that's something that people...
A lot?
A lot of Black people are Mooish, and a lot of Mooish people.
I didn't know
he
was Mizrahi.
Yeah, right. No. He's probably like Nation of Islam or something.
Is he including them?
I don't know. That's what the Nation of Islam say. Like they're the real moose. That's Nation of Islam, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is that that's the Hebrew Israelites. Sorry, the Hebrew Israelites.
People don't know.
We're trying to bring that back, that unity back. What do you guys think about the message on these signs?
I like it. We need that, especially right now in the world. I agree. Yeah.
It's actually a really good message.
It's more important now than ever to make sure that both the Black community and the Jewish communities know that we do have so much more in common.
Right. People want to alienate.
Is there a group that we're missing to unite with? Has anybody ever said we need to unite with white people?
Well, no.
Can we do that too? Can we also be included? You know, the people whose countries you're in. We're not doing that, right? I feel a little left out of my own country, you know?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, right, yeah, but is it really your own country, right? Like, there's something stolen land. Like, have you done a land acknowledgement today, right? Like,
Yeah, I'll listen to the moose tell me about stolen land. That's what I'll do.
Certain groups, certain minorities, or certain cultures, so they kind of have internal conflicts.
I think what we need to do to address it all is we just need to keep educating people about the fact that a lot of the narratives that we're seeing online and on TikTok, they're fraudulent and they're made to cause division. We don't have to be enemies.
Yes, causing division, right? Like they love this phrase. You're hearing it all over fucking Europe, right? Whenever there's something true, right? That they don't want people to talk about. Oh, that's causing division, right? We should just ignore it.
I almost want to start calling this division by omission. So you cannot say the word white people, right? But when you say people of color, it just means not white.
Yeah, but that's not causing
division by omission. They will find ways of subversively talking about us, but not saying us.
Saying it without saying it.
You don't have to have this huge separation because we're much stronger together.
Yeah, I love that.
Just not with the whites, obviously.
I'm sorry. Are the blacks and moos going at it right now? What is the point of this aside from just ganging up on white people? I don't know what it is.
I'm really glad that you're pulling that awareness about this. This is something I've always wanted to educate myself about.
So I had all these facts printed out. You want to look through them? Maybe read some of them out loud.
In the early 20th century, Jewish and Black workers often found common cause in labor unions, advocating for better working conditions and fair wages. Jewish garment workers and Black domestic workers stood together in labor strikes, which I'm learning about right now. So this is
nobody's hiring Black people except for the Jewish community.
Dr. King was vocal in his defense of Israel, particularly during the 1967 Six-Day War. He saw the Jewish struggle for a homeland as parallel to the Black struggle for civil rights in the U.S. and believed that Israel had a right to exist.
Did you guys know all of that?
No.
I'm Israeli. Just I stopped speaking Hebrew around. I don't even have a Jewish star. I know.
Wait, she's Israeli? I could never tell.
Sunken in eyes didn't give it away.
I know it's scary, but we need you guys to stand up.
Cannot live in fear. You absolutely can, because bad things happen when not enough good people are willing to stand up and do something about it. It's basically allowing the bad people to win. And I would never want to see.
Oh, it's basically allowing the bad people.
Communism comes from mooetry. That is all I'm learning right now, because this is supposed to be conservative and Republican. Okay.
Look, Artie, it's very simple, man. Right? There are good people.
Make me mad.
And there are bad people, right? And you don't want to be with the bad people, right? You want to be with the good people.
This is making me actually mad right now.
It's weird that they're talking to university students, because this kind of argument is the sort of shit, back in the day you'd say to a 7-year-old.
Right.
Do you guys spend so much time telling the world who you're not that you don't show the world who you are? Because who you are is a beautiful people. You're a beautiful culture. Show that to the world.
You people are. Not we are. He's acknowledging that they're two not even remotely close to the same groups. You people are beautiful.
What do you mean, you people?
That's what he said. All right, dude, we're half an hour in.
Facts for peace.
Facts.
Mate. Facts, right? Wait, here, a couple more super chats.
Yep.
Testing for $2. The Civil Rights Act destroyed liberty. Must repeal. Agreed.
Yep.
The Blue Psycho for 14 loonies. Thank you very much, mate. It's remarkable how people can watch videos like this and still deny reality. Oh, mate.
Yeah, it is. Well, you know what? It's not really remarkable because this is what we've been surrounded by with the post-World War II consensus for so long now. And do you think the post-World War II consensus started in World War II, or was the seeds planted in the early 1900s before leading up to that? This whole thing has been incredibly manufactured for a very long time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean but that's how they do. They do these like plans that require like an incredible amount of like lead time. That's why history is so important to them and why you don't get to have any, right? Because they don't want anyone else making like long-term, like, I mean, it's not that long-term. I mean, 100 years or something is but a blink in the eye of existence. Like, what, 2 generations?
Well, this is why they have organizations, because it allows them to operate as a dictator without being a dictator, because then they get to have control generationally, where if we're playing by the rules with politics, it's very difficult for us to do that because, the right's going to lose power in 3 years or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah. Organizations have continuity beyond like
continuity. Thank you.
Blue Psycho again for 7 Canadian loonies. Thank you very much, mate. This is the gayest video I've ever seen. Of course, it's made by conservatives. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Testing for $5. Thank you. God, I wish I went to college when woke really started. I probably would have been lynched by the wokies, though. It was fucking insane.
Well, then you're paying money to not pass because you know that they'll just fail you.
Yep.
You're not agreeing with them. So I think you're glad that you missed that.
Silver Sephiroth for $5. Thank you, mate. Ganging up on notices is the point. Indeed.
Right.
Double Mumble for $5. How you doing, mate? Martin Luther King was black. What's next? Him having multiple families? I know, right?
What's next?
Ardent Party for 2 Canadian loonies. Thank you, mate. Is that blonde a trans skin shifter? Hard to say, mate. Hard
to the hood.
Say. Big time for $5. Thank you, mate. Moose use silverbacks as bioweapons. Look at the UK with the wind guard. I think he means the Windrush. Look at the elbows in Australia. Look at the civil rights movement in the US. Quite. Blue Psycho for 7 Canadian loonies. Thank you. Yakub's strongest soldier.
Yeah. Yes, since the beginning of time. Since the dawn of time.
Kosher Bosher Salt for 1488 shekels.
Wow. That feels wrong and right at the same time.
I mean, we're very inclusive, right? Is what like we'll welcome anyone, right? Right, as long as you're racist. Tel Aviv is 13.3% gay. Oh man,
this guy knows. He lives there, so we can't know that, and only he can know that. He is on the magic dirt.
That is a lot of gay, dude. Wouldn't want to be a lonely young boy in Tel Aviv, bruh. Point curation for 2 Canadian loonies. Thank you, mate. It's all so tiresome. It is.
Dude, look at that picture.
Oh my god, holy shit, that's fucking hilarious. And oh my god, these bitches want Nikes for $20. Thank you, mate. The joke is in the rhyme scheme. Wait, hang on, I gotta put it on the Sneed one then. The joke is in the rhyme scheme. Sneed rhymes with feed and seed. Previously, there was a store by the name of Chuck's. The 2 words that rhyme with Chuck and begin with the same F and S letters that are less family friendly. That is absolutely true. See, this Anon knows what he's talking about. Thank you very much, mate. Right. So on to... Oh my God, we know
the stream is booming right now. Please remember to like the stream if you're at the ready for that. Would much appreciated. Also, don't forget to add the stream on Rumble, because do we really think this is going to go on forever? And look at what we're about to show you, all right? This is the stuff we can show you on YouTube. Imagine the things we can show you on Rumble, right?
Are you ready for man-made horrors beyond your comprehension?
No! I want to go home.
Well, tough shit. I had to watch them, right? That means you have to watch them as well. Them's the rules.
Septum theory this, septum theory that. You guys are just jealous that I am swag, awesome, gay, and yeah, that's it really. Those are the three things that I am.
Like, dude, I think to myself, I'm so glad I didn't have the internet when I was like 12 or 13, like social media and how it is now. But then I see people that look like they're like in their like 20s that do stuff that's like way more embarrassing than what I ever would have done at that age.
we really need that like brother
oh yeah,
in the soundboard. We gotta stick that in. Brother
you gotta
what's
vomit,
that, brother?
Swag, awesome, and gay. That's me. But for real, this septum theory shit is so fucking stupid. Like, sincerely.
What is with the new trend that all the nose rings have to be off center? Like, it's even worse, right? At least like before they'd like center. Now they're all like off center. I've got a fucking another.
But that becomes normal, and they have to not be normal.
Another nose ring theorist.
Theorist.
Average leftist day.
Look at this grease pile. I can't hear it.
Ah, God damn it. Did it crash? Oh, it did. Bloody.
Yeah, you're good. Kayfabe, bro. Kayfabe. But she does look like she woke up from behind a dumpster. I hope she addresses that.
My machine is lagging. I wonder if it's because I've got so many fucking windows open, bro.
No, that can't be it. What do you only have? 3,000 windows open?
You know, something like that. Let me clear it up a little bit. Is he gonna like beach ball on me again now?
You're good.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's beach balling. It's beach balling.
Look at this greasy pile we have in front of us. I can hear it now.
I woke up because ICE is in Metro Atlanta, and I'm just so worried about so many different people right now. This shit is really scary. ICE is in Metro Atlanta.
The left always complains about being tired, but maybe they should stop fucking crying like pathetic little babies so much. Crying is exhausting. They might want to start there.
Look, don't worry about it, Artie.
I'm worried.
Have a song to calm you down.
Fuck the Nazis, get them off the streets. They're racist, homophobic, and misogynistic creeps. They're anti-immigration because they're also insecure, afraid their fragile bloodlines will be tainted and impure. They call for deportations, but forget they're migrants too. So bye-bye, Matthew Bloomberg, deportations come for you. Fuck the Nazis, it's time you all disband. Australia's not your ethno state, it's unceded Aboriginal land.
Oh.
You know, that's fun.
Yeah. That was an Australian one. So, you know, we also have this incredible musical creation. I don't know like what it is. Like they're like writing music now. They're probably like, I don't know, The Struggle or some bullshit.
F is for your ugly fascist ways. You sure like how Donnie's boots must taste. C is very, very concentration can't be kept.
Oh. Concentration campy. That sounds like one of those like leather bars, right? Like one of those gay leather bars.
Yeah, the concentration. That was campy, is what it was. When you look, when you think about it, it was just a campy time.
Hey, sweetie, I'm gonna meet you down at the concentration campy.
Doing a little campy.
Campy
is even more. Repeat that letter than one more. ICE is disappearing citizens. See, cause that's just what the Nazis did. Everyone can see it.
Dude, if you're gonna do that to me, just do it quick and rip the Band-Aid off, all right? Like, oh, so new, so clever. Now hold on. Fellas, I know when looking at this, I know what you're thinking.
Brother,
I think that way more as this goes on.
Brother, what's that, brother?
So I think it's absolutely insane that when I moved to Michigan, I was able to find a job within 2 weeks. And then once that job didn't work out, I was able to find another job within another 2 weeks. And I had plenty of interviews, so many interviews in Michigan. And then I come back to Idaho, and I've been back since April, and I have been applying like pretty consistently this whole time. And I'll get like emails or texts saying, "Hey, let's like schedule an interview. We want to like."
Wait, is she saying that in Idaho, for some reason, in that highly red state, they're not like? I mean, even this is too fucking far for bloody Boise, mate. Right?
Well, because you're actually making yourself look like a clown. I feel like this is the crossroads they came to with the gender stuff when people started calling themselves it, and they're like, "Hey, we're trying to get really offended about being called it, but they can't really make up any rules because anything can be anything." So they had to let the its in.
Well, actually, it's sort of deeper than that. They basically sort of believe that fundamentally, like, beauty is fascism. So therefore, they need to like uglify themselves, to sort of push back against like gender norms and cis heteropatriarchy and all that fucking like bullshit. And then they'll like be alone, and there'll be like less white kids. So mission accomplished, I guess.
Yes! Demoralizing ICE by telling them that you're going to sleep with their girlfriends is historical. It's called pulling an Axis Sally.
What the fuck?
They think they're so clever. Like this is, as you get older, you realize the younger generation thinks that they're the first ones to think of a concept, right?
Yeah.
Bias that they have. So they think that, like, you know what? Let's make fun of them for having small weenies. That'll piss them off.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Clever.
Yeah. Don't you know, right? Like, the only kind of man who would like want to protect his country has a small weenie.
Dude, we should start calling Trump orange. That'll piss him off so badly.
Oh yeah, man. Like, no, we should call him like Cheeto Hitler. Oh, that'll really piss him off, man.
That's two things he doesn't like.
Axis Sally was this radio personality during World War II who tried to demoralize the enemy by saying things over her broadcast like,
"Well, you've been away from home for so long, your girlfriend will probably have forgotten about you by now. Well, what wife would want you after you come back all mutilated and unable to please her?"
It was all Nazi propaganda, but the Allies hated her. She was known as the bitch of Berlin. Now, I'm not saying you should yell things at ICE the way that Axis Sally did during World War II. I'm just saying that on the one hand, you have First Amendment rights, and on the other hand, you have ICE who shoots unarmed people in the face and calls them fucking bitch as they bleed out. So let's all think about
they
calling
really hated
Axis
that.
Sally and telling ICE we're gonna fuck their girlfriends.
It really is incredible that when we see the angle that we think 100% exonerates the guy, they'll find anything that he said fucking bitch. That's now the story with that angle. Kills me.
Now, this is so I mean, look, I've been saying this for a while, okay, right? What's going on in America is very clearly it's a war in everything but name, right? And like everyone in the West has been like conditioned, right, when they grow up, that like war is this thing that happens like when the US invades Iraq, or like, when there's like the Civil War, you got like two armies, like, but that's not true. There's like a whole other kind of war, and the essence of war is, well, this really.
There will come a day in the not so distant future where MAGA Republicans or former MAGA Republicans will not be
Crank the volume
in peace in this country anymore. Not exactly sure what that's going to look like, but I know for certain that you're either going to have to leave this country or completely hide any evidence that you ever supported Donald Trump in order to just walk out of your house. Even in the most rural conservative areas of this country, prior to January 2025, you couldn't walk out of your house and fly a schmatzy flag around and be vocally proud about the fact that you're a white supremacist. Half the town might agree with you, but there would be consequences for that. There'll be a day very soon where those consequences are not only going to be reinstated in society, but it's also going to be impossible for you to do anything in peace. If you choose to live out and proud about the fact that you supported Donald Trump during this time, your life's going to be miserable unless you sequester yourself to your small, little, rural East Texas town and never leave.
So, yeah. So basically, right, like they're coming for you, right? They're going to like just
Well, hold on.
Fuck you over.
How are they that is them coming for you from the top. That's what they're going to do with government power, okay? Now, also on the bottom, they're also this deranged as well.
Protests that are sparking up again.
Yep.
These protests are the warning. To be fucking goddamn clear, the protests are a warning. Okay? Following the protests, if the protests don't work, we do what we were warning, which is kill all of you.
Okay. So, there's an above and below strategy, right? I mean, that's what they'll do on the ground, and you don't have to wait until. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, we back? Sorry.
Yeah, we're good.
Right, having some like weirdness with StreamYard.
I don't think you're weird at all.
Oh, okay, right.
I think you're perfectly normal.
Oh, thank you very much.
But I'm really weird, so don't listen to
that. So we're like literal demons walking around, right? Like, tell me, right? This is not.
This has to be a goof,
right? No. I'm pretty sure this is real, man.
I know.
I've seen enough mental illness in my time to know that this is like, what the fuck is even that? No, exactly.
Hi. Look. Here. We're in Ross. Look how cute. Ah. What are they looking at? Anyway, I was going to cheer myself up, and I don't remember why. Doesn't matter.
Now, the eyes look like it is, in fact, an actual skin suit, though, which is why it hurts so much.
It's just fucking so...
Suit of skin.
God, this suit of skin.
Bro, we're almost at the first hour, buddy.
Right, yeah, so super chats.
Sure.
Sneed for speed for $5. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
Zoomers are either full Weimar or SS battalion ready. Not a whole lot in between. Most of the women are definitely ruined, though. Yeah, well, this is the thing, right? The Zoomers are the sort of end point of polarization, right? They were like kvetching for ages. Oh, everything's like so polarized, but they weren't willing to do anything to like stop the polarization because, like, obviously that would be going against the revolution. So, yeah, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. Thank you very much. Blue Psycho for 7 loonies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Why does she have an effing Beyblade on her nose?
Dude, right?
I don't know, man. Like, maybe she's like, she's like a tournament player. And it's like her favorite Beyblade and she doesn't want to lose it or something.
It looks like a Beyblade in motion, by the way.
Yeah. Bear in the Woods for $5. Thank you, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Leftist not referring to 1940s Germany challenge. Impossible!
Well, you say leftist, right? But who's really the one that does that on the left or the right? That would be the Moose. Even the only people that don't do that are right-wingers. It's incredible. The normal people, I should say. The true centrists are the right-wingers.
Calvander for $2. The women are singing Time to Pack It In.
It never gets better from here.
I agree. Bubblegum Gun for $2. What the fuck is even that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's getting worse.
Jim Knight, JLM Knight for 2 loonies. Make asylums great again. Trump has said they're reopening the asylums, actually.
I mean, they're not going to like that, which is why we want it to happen to them. No one likes the medicine, but it's good for you.
Double Mumble for $2. Maybe I don't want to be a nationalist.
Nope, you said white nationalist, and she's white, so you gotta like her. That's what it means.
Yep. That's how it works, man. Right? You're not allowed to criticize like anyone white, no matter what they do. Right?
You have to view everything in totality.
Yeah, that's our official position, right? Yeah. Blue Psycho again for 7 loonies. Thank you. If you watch these videos, there is a pattern.
Yeah, there is. There's a few.
These bitches want Nikes for $2. Thank you, mate. One more thing. I missed the Power Pop theme from episode 20. Do you remember which one that was?
I don't remember, man. I don't remember these AI songs. There's going to have to be an album like a Now That's What I Call Music, but for Artie and Fist intros.
Now that's what I call Artie and Fizz.
Yeah, I'm only going to physically mail out a CD as well. It's not going to be available digitally.
That would be pretty awesome. Sneed for Speed for $2. I wish you'd give Christianity another chance, buddy. I mean, that's a personal thing for Artie.
Yeah, I mean, hey, in these enduring times right now, okay, I have to be an independent digital mercenary. These times right now, okay, for my project that I want to do. This now we can agree that does God always want you to join immediately? Okay, does he ever have a path where he's like, in time you should, not necessarily now? Someone give me some sort of allegory that proves me correct, please.
There was actually an Orthodox saint, I forget which one, who was basically like that. He was like, oh, Jesus, I want to be with you, but not today, not yet. I'm having too much fun with my bitches.
Oh, no, that's not. See, but that's the crazy thing, dude. I'm already abstinent. There's already so many things that I do that really do fit in with that.
Yeah.
I just need to really say awful things, though, and I would feel bad doing that as a Christian. I don't want to make you guys look bad, okay?
I do love the way you defend Christians. Every so often I'll be like watching one of your videos and you'd just be like, God damn. It's also I appreciate it, Artie. I appreciate it.
Well,
Blue Psycho for 14 loonies. Look at him go.
Oh wow. Thank you.
When we win, so many people need to be 5150. I presume that's like a postcode or something where all these people
something
get
really nice.
Yeah, they get free housing, right? Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
TK N2QHQ for $10. Thank you, mate. Had a conversation with my Zoomer nephew over Christmas. Encyclopedic knowledge of the 20th century and dem boys. I got him a self-defense shotgun before I knew this. Now his birthday present is T777 merch.
Self-defense shotgun. Where does this person live? Calling the gun self-defense. Like, it's a gun, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Shotguns are good for self-defense, mate. Right? Like,
and offense too.
And fucking based. I blessings to you and your Zoomer nephew, mate. Right. That's the end of the super chats. So
is it though? Did someone just
oh my god,
sneaking on you?
Sneed for Speed for $2. He's sneeding and speeding in at the last moment, mate. Look up Martin Luther's last essay.
Oh, was the blood splattered on a piece of paper?
No, not Martin Luther King. Oh. Martin Luther.
We're talking about him. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I thought that as well, right? It was called something about the moose and not being entirely truthful or something about it. It slipped my mind.
Aha.
But right? Like, and Molokai for 20 sex.
Thank you, bruv.
Trump half measures only, but when he sees profit. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, they've been going very hard on Minneapolis,
buddy. We're at the first hour right now, dude. We're gonna have to get a little levity soon.
Okay, that's all right. Let's friggin' go. Okay, so there have been a lot of how can I put this delicately? Outpourings of peace and brotherhood from the citizenry of Minneapolis. Here is an outpouring of peace and brotherhood.
No, it's icy. That guy fell down. They're trying to help him up. What good Samaritans?
You need to run it in reverse.
He's one of us. Okay, good.
He's one of us, bro.
One of ours.
Oh my fucking god! Seriously,
yes. This is what I love about the centrists, though. The centrists are like, "I'm not with you or against you," and it's like that's not up to you with the people that are about to beat the shit out of you. That is not up to you.
Now, if you are in Minneapolis and you're going out for like a nice business lunch, might I recommend this restaurant? You not only get like an excellent deli sandwich, but you get to be accosted by random whack jobs. And this, of course, is like basic, basic bitch BLM stuff, but we're seeing it come up again. They're really going for the
Things
BLM.
are feeling old school right now, aren't they? This feels very familiar.
It does.
I mean, so cool. This is gotta be the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's like you feel like I've never.
Oh my God! What? We do custom apps for a whole bunch of companies around Minnesota and the country. Because you're filming Do I look like an ice agent?
Yeah, you look like a fucking ice agent.
Holy fucking Christ!
Is he wearing the wrong colors in that neighborhood?
This is what's wrong with you guys.
No, it's not. No relationship with that. Wait, so do you
Why the
support
fuck would I be
Would you support?
Support what? Wait, you guys are acting? Fuck no.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
The way you guys are, I don't support ICE either.
Then why are you here?
I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch.
I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch.
I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch. That's what a fascist would say.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lunch fascist. We're seeing more of this like stuff. Basically, so we're leading up to the church thing. This kind of shit has been going on all around Minneapolis. Remember when James Lindsay was going around basically saying like, oh, all these people saying like Christ is king on Twitter is exactly like BLM? Yeah, because that's exactly what Christians do. They do shit like this.
Fuck with ICE though, right? No. Yeah, fuck ICE, bro. We catching MAGA fades all day. I am crazy. Y'all fuck with ICE or nah? You fuck with ICE or nah? Fuck ICE, right? That's right. Say it proud. Say it proud.
Say it better.
Say it proud, bro.
Your dear leader.
Or is your
Say it proud or I'll bash your face in. Very just like the woke right do. Right? Remember that time they were all going around like basically saying to people, say Christ is king or I'm gonna like bash you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Beep beep incoming cuss words.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know.
Do you like ICE or not, bitch?
More cuss words, more cuss words.
What? You tell me.
Did you watch it this far in?
Ears.
Do you like ICE or not?
Cuss, cuss, cuss.
You bootlegging bitch.
Oh, that's from the chat. It's reading what the chat says.
Cuss words.
Say it, bitch. Fuck ICE. Fuck ICE. This guy can't even make his lips move. This
guy can't even make his lips move.
What's up, bitch? Fuck ICE. Is that all you need? Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Compliance.
Compliance. Random people getting like attacked for like wearing like sort of basic bitch like freedom merch, the kind of stuff that you would see like, well, basically anywhere in America.
Right. Look at that all-white supremacist.
Take it off, you on? Take it off.
It just says freedom, right? like what the fuck, dude?
Get out. Get your chin. There you go. I got you. Get your ass up out of here.
This doesn't make the news, though,
I mean, isn't the fact that he's not white, like, doesn't that make that a bit like,
No, as we saw with the Proud Boys, where you have multiracial white supremacy, okay?
Right. And of course, a bit of random bashing.
I'm sorry, if everyone's in a circle trying to take a filming, I should know something bad's about to go down. That is the universal sign in the West that something's about to go down.
This guy needs medical help. He needs mental health. Mental health. The bleeding is natural from Nazi's ears, but he needs mental health.
Yeah, it's natural,
Yeah, the bleeding is natural for Nazis, right?
Now,
like
these are the people that tell you you're hateful and that you want to hurt other people, okay?
So they're literally just going around like Minneapolis, just hassling random people.
Where you going? Huh? You ice? No. Do you like ice? Ice! Say it! Say it, bitch! You're a bitch! Your mom's a bitch! Say it! Fuck you! Fuck you, Nazi! Fuck you, Nazi!
Fucking
I know, but there's no coordination, even though it's all happening at the same time in the same general locale. It's never. These are just random things. Like I don't know. Hey, I don't know who those are. I know who those people are. I don't know what's going on here.
And then there's this clip from Asmongold. Do you want me to play this one with the crazy chick who's like, I think some like streamers like a random ICE agent.
Oh my god.
Karen who thinks he's an ICE agent. Oh boy, now we have these wild Karens that are going around attacking random people that look like ICE. The Karen SS.
What's up?
Hi, are you law enforcement?
Huh?
Are you law enforcement? Are you law enforcement?
No lie.
Are you law enforcement?
No lie.
Are you law enforcement?
Mental illness.
Bro, is this a simulation? Oh, just
POC behavior.
Cool, thank you. Good to know.
Sorry?
Are you law enforcement?
It's a POC behavior.
Yes,
So
you're seeing the black looping spread to the white community, almost like it's not an uplift, but a downgrade.
Yeah, it looks like you're law enforcement.
Because it's a white guy?
It's one of those people, dude.
Do you have your flashers on?
How'd you know I was law enforcement? What gave it away?
Your blue lights were flashing, friend.
Oh no, no way, dude. Let's see.
Oh no way.
My blue lights. with a fucking mannequin in the front seat.
Oh no,
How retarded do you feel right now?
I don't know.
Are you even allowed to say that word? There is a mannequin in the front seat. I'm not a cop, retard.
She's coming back?
Hey, since you don't know your colors, I'm gonna put my lights on again for you. I want you to see if you see any blue. You see any blue or not? Oh, you can't do that now. You already said it.
These are the people that want to tell you how to act and what you're allowed to say.
Basically, yes.
Right.
I mean, however, there are also some altercations that do not seem to be going,
How could this end badly?
I don't know,
only end well.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Come on, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Touch my fucking truck, bitch. Fuck out of the fucking road next time, you dumb fuck.
So someone in the chat says apparently this is from Denver 6 years ago. So not Minneapolis. Thank you very much. Chat. God damn it. Fooled by Twitter yet again.
Well, I mean, I think we got the point, right?
I mean, this is pretty funny though.
Really? You think this is funny?
Yeah,
Find something
I do.
comedic about this, huh?
I'm sick of pretending that it isn't. I feel like this could be the start of like a furry isekai or something, you know, like main protagonist is like dancing in his fursuit, right? Gets taken down by ice and then he like wakes up in like another world, you know? You still there, Artie?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So okay. So my comment on this, I went through a bit of a poetic phase, right? In the final phase, as the paranoia rises, citizens turn upon each other. Bereft of morals, but full of free-floating animus, they stalk the streets, searching for innocence on which to vent their frustration with reality. Bum, 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 bum. Someone was like, "Is that Yuri Bezmenov?" I'm like, "No, it's me."
Yeah, you're Euro Bezmenov.
And so then Cyberchud, friend of the channel, made this freaking like awesome AI song. So we're going to enjoy like a little bit of that. Enjoy.
acquiescence. Full of aimless frustration overflows. Vented on the lanes and in person and prose. No morals left, floating animus. Stalking the streets to fuck the innocent. Searching unknown realism. Searching to
Oh man, I fucking love like 90s, like early 2000 industrial. Fucking thank you very much, Cyberchud. That was like awesome. Right. Hang on, let's do some more super chats.
Sure.
Ignatius of Antioch for $10 US. Look at him go.
Wow.
St. Augustine. That's right. It was St. Augustine. It was basically him asking for a conversion, but not yet because he was attracted to sexual sin and new conversion would require moral changes. Yes. So there you go. Right. That's what I was talking about earlier. Artie. He's like, I really want to be closer to God, but them titties can't let him go.
Oh, dude, I'm already past the titties.
Yeah, but whatever it is, whatever sin it is, you can't.
I just don't want to make you guys look bad. Okay, I got like the rest of it I can kind of do. I also feel like though, like I would really piss off any priest with like, I'm like, yeah, but what about this kind of stuff? It would be like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't want to bother anybody. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. Because atheists are really fucking annoying. Okay.
Please Psycho for another 7 loonies. Thank you very much, mate. I feel like I'm the only person that actually forgot yesterday was Moloch Day. Oh, well, there you go, mate. Right? You always have to celebrate Moloch Day.
Yeah, I didn't forget that at all. I was driving by black people screaming the N-word at them, even nice ones, even ones that look like they're on my side. But it's that's my one day of the year to do that.
That is tradition. Yes. TK for $2. Self-defense shotguns are shorter pump action models. Sounds like fun. I'm fucking. God, I wish like my parents or like relative had given me like a shotgun when I was fucking young. My God.
Good to know.
Sneed for speed for $2. Von der Juden und Ihren Lugen use Yandex for the PDF. I believe he is talking about Martin Luther's spicy final missive.
Spicy boy.
Sneed for speed again for $2. For the chat, use Yandex browser to find better info, or you can just use the Yandex search engine. Although you might have to use a VPN.
Very nice.
If you're in Europe. Yep. Double number for $5. Thank you very much. So glad I don't have to go down to MPLS for anything. I'd probably get a felony.
Oh yeah, he lives around there. Not super close, but not super far.
Stay safe. Anyone in Twin Cities area, stay safe, bros. The Silver Sephiroth for 10. They don't call you a schnazzy because they think you're a schnazzy. They call you a schnazzy so they can justify ending you.
Correct. Absolutely. Exactly. Indeed. The Scarlet Letter.
Gun Panda for $2. Artie and Fist, are either of you law enforcement?
I'm not law enforcement. I'm only a crossing guard, but I still do plant drugs on black people when they walk by, and I just believe that one day that's just going to really fuck them over.
I'm also not law enforcement, but I am secretly employed by Mossad, the Qataris, the Russians, and the Iranians at this point. I'm basically like a quadruple agent. It's amazing, right? Like, I mean, it's a bit stressful. But the money is quite good, Bear in the Woods for $5. Thank you, mate. It really is incredible how few people know what the brown shirts were and how color revolutions operate. Yep.
We're getting there.
We're getting
slowly
there.
but surely. This is all becoming very normalized.
Waffle for $5. This goes out to chat's favorite centrist, God mode enabled. Yes, I believe there's a bit of a ruckus in the chat.
God mode is an actual centrist that actually gets mad and actually tries to talk shit. And in the solo stream the other day, I was engaging with him and asking him questions, and it's just the perfect. It's the epitome of a centrist, where he's when it comes down to talking about the right wing, he sounds 100% exactly like the left. It's incredible.
I do enjoy that we have like haters that come along to watch the stream. We're not fussy about views, right? I mean, So thank you for the views, and thank you, Waffle. God mode enabled. You could send us money. That's fine. We won't mind. We won't be
I thought he was on our side at one point. That's this is how tricky the centrist is.
Oh, the slippery centrist, always changing its spots.
Yeah, the leftists want like a G version of reality, and then the centrist wants like a PG-13, and then we're just doing the regular, really fun R-rated Van Damme flick on the right wing, and they just can't handle it.
The centrist is immune to all dangers. Call him a kosher centrist and see how he recoils.
Right? Every time.
And Modern Magus for $10. Thank you very much, mate. I presume it's just you.
Yeah.
You could try praying in private. It costs nothing and it isn't performative. No pressure though. Bless the fellas and stay safe. Oh, see, thank you.
It's something bad, really bad is going to happen to me, and it's going to have to be liturgy. It's what it's going to have to be.
Yeah, I would recommend liturgy.
Oh, really? You've never said that.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm usually very, very quiet about it. You know what I mean, right? Like,
I've only heard good things, and it just makes sense. I would need something communal, which would really help me.
And Death Takes. Oh my God, for 5 memberships. Look at him go.
So much. Again, Hard R fellers, check the members only posts on the YouTube channel to get the playlist for no ads live streams, which will be updated less than an hour after the stream ends tonight.
And kosher bosher salt for 6 shekels. We do not claim God mode enabled.
Get checked, God mode. Get checked.
Well, I mean, I'm afraid God mode enable. I'm gonna have to take the word of the dude actually in Israel over yours. I'm afraid, mate. Right? I mean, he's sending the actual shekel. So it's
incredible.
It looks like he's been BTFO'd. Thank you very much, Kosher Bushes. I appreciate that, man.
All right.
Oh, that's actually like fucking awesome that we've got like someone in Israel like watching us.
Matter of time, dude. Matter of time.
Okay, right. So what have we got?
We gotta get Lemony. We gotta get Fuentes and Pooley. We gotta get WEFE. We gotta get there.
Yeah, we do.
We're almost halfway through.
But Foist. We got to hear from Jacob Frey. Jacob Fry? Is it Jacob Frey? How do you pronounce that?
Who? He's a moo. I don't give a fuck how you say his name.
He's looking rough, right?
Yeah.
Like five days of a coke binge. Rough, right? And he's gone into makeup before they stuck him in front of the camera, right?
I know, but he can't get his hair under control, and he can't make his eyes look lively. He's a husk.
Mate, he really does look. He's husking it pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
This is not just about resistance here in Minneapolis. It's about love. We are showing something far more powerful and consequential here, which is love. We are standing up for one another. You've got neighbors helping neighbors. You've got people uniting and coming together in this beautiful way. This is not...
Right. Okay. Well, I guess we'll move on to the Don Lemon since we're like running a bit behind time. I've got fucking so many clips on my deck, bro. So
Don Lemonette, I got some things to add. Okay.
So all of this was leading up basically to what happened this happened on Sunday. I'm presuming since it was in a church, right?
Yep.
When a bunch of like BLM tards decided to do their like usual thing, except this time they're going into a church because they need to confront white supremacists, right? The white comfort who do these white people?
Unironically,
they are.
This is what they inevitably say, even if they didn't say it at that time. This is how they post hoc rationalize it.
They're just in there enjoying church. How dare they? Don't you know that like black people are seething? How can you pray while black people are seething, bros?
Renee good. Renee good. Renee good.
Yeah, he sounds like Waluigi or like Wario.
Fucking
Luigi.
Dude. I'm not usually one to like advocate for, you know, a bit of a sound beating, but this crosses the fucking line, right? I know they're probably like Episcopalians, but like, dude, come on, right? It's a goddamn. I bet they wouldn't do that to a synagogue or a mosque.
Well, are you really?
I'm saying, right?
Are you really surprised that the devil will bring the demons out of you?
This makes me all crusadery. Is all I'm saying, right? Okay. Getting a very, very strong urge to like strap on that armor. Well, I mean, probably not me, but you know, get a buff bunch of lads 10 deep, strap on the armor and the shields, and you know.
I'm sorry, is this for your movie, for your payback for Ari, or what are you talking about right now?
It's just my headcanon, all right?
Okay.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are your people? Why are you not at Whipple every day fighting for the humanity?
Pause it real
Standing
quick.
for our people.
So you should know, after this, Don Lemon talked to this pastor and asked him why if he tried talking to the protesters. Okay.
Oh yeah, because
the ultimate gaslighting.
Because that's what you do when you're in the middle of a service and a bunch of race communists like storm in, right? You just stop whatever you're doing and try and have like a conversation with the clearly demon possessed and the mentally insane, right? Like, I mean,
well, think about this. This guy didn't know he was going to be going viral, so to speak. He was just trying to do his, and this. So I think this pisses us off equally. Okay.
Yeah.
In two different ways though. So I'm an idiot, right? So this pisses me off because I've seen other people get like bullied and they don't like speak as openly and as abrasively as I do, and they don't kind of know how to handle such direct conflict. I said this to Ben Boyce, where I was like, yeah, like I'll feel like not protective, but when I see like Lindsay-ites like bullying you around, and I know you don't really care to say anything, but I feel like a fire inside of me to like leave them the fuck alone, because I can run my mouth and I know how to like ward off intruders, so to speak. But this guy doesn't. This guy just wants to be left alone and do his shit. And I guess that's the liberal in me, where leave him the fuck alone. It's like where the rights in me comes from. He's on his own property. Leave him alone.
Buddy, you don't understand, mate. Wanting to be left alone is white supremacy, right? So, you know, really,
unironically, this is not, you're not even joking. This is how they position it.
Where are you? You drink your coffee, you got your jewelry, you have your nice clothes, but what do?
Oh, fuck. You've got a coffee? Yeah, you're just sitting there drinking coffee while our black and brown brothers are suffering. Oh, fuck off. Oh, my God. Look at the face of fatigue, right? Like, if fatigue was like a face, dude.
What do you do to stand for your Somali and Latino communities? You have no comment. Exactly. Renee! Good! Renee, good!
So, pause it real quick. Don Lemon said this is free speech and First Amendment. You're allowed to protest. Like,
oh, yeah.
I think his dumb black brain really thinks to himself that, well, yeah, it's public. You're in a public place. So there's people that are looking like they're in a public place. So it's public. And it's like, well, this is private property. But you know how the left loves to say that, like, hey, freedom of speech is just with the government. Private property, private institution can do whatever they want until they want to protest on your private property, which now is apparently public, or, you know. But here's the thing. These Christians are too nice, dude. They're not going to like be litigious or anything. They just want to be left alone. But you can't just want to be left alone. You have to battle back. You have to go, get out of here. You have to be like he doesn't want to be angry, which they're just going to take advantage of it, and they know they can trample all over him.
I can't help but feel that if they keep up this kind of like stuff, we're going to see a much more muscular version of Christianity begin to emerge.
It's
right?
Like,
all these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters. You
Latino and Somali brothers and sisters.
You would think it's a joke. You would think it's a goof.
Oh my God. This is literally like the communist playbook, right? They do this and they'd be like, while you are in here drinking coffee, the worker is like suffering. Oh,
come here to a man wearing a suit is a preacher. Did Jesus wear a suit?
Children there. Saying this to children.
No, Jesus would die with immigrants. You do not touch me. Touch me again and see what happens. Hey, you are a fake Christian. Why are you not?
Oh, fuck right off.
I mean, can you physically try to remove someone from your property?
Urge to crusade intensifies.
Try and touch me and see what happens as he's in their place of worship on their private property.
Oh my God.
Standing with your Somali and Latino communities. Why do I not see you out at Whipple every day protesting this attack on humanity? Where are you? You're sinners. You're pretending to be Christians. But we know you live an easy life, don't you? A very easy life while people are starving. Shame. Out now. Out now. Living real comfortable while the people starve. Living real comfortable while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're all living real comfortable, aren't you? Shame on you. Do something. Stand with the Somalis. Stand with the Latinos. Quit ignoring this injustice. He wears a suit and tie and he hangs out with Chrissy Noem. How is that a Christian? You're supposed to accept all immigrants, are you not?
No.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? See, you need to learn from this guy, okay?
Right. Yeah. From what the parable of the Good Samaritan, right? Where instead of like helping a dude by the side of the road, taking him to an inn, right, and dropping him off, right? He took him back to his house, let him and his entire like family and all of like the people from the country that he came on like move in and take all their shit, right? Like that's.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm pretty sure the guy who's never read a word of what the fuck you're saying knows a little more than you do and how to interpret it. Okay. What clip do you have next? Because I need to like interject probably now. But what clip do you have next?
Okay, so I got Sheboon of the moment.
Yeah, let me just take it from here. Give me like 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Shall we do super chats before you take over?
Absolutely.
Okay. Airboy 20 for $2. Thank you, mate. I'm far right with a black girlfriend. It's honest work, lol.
Hey, we accept that here, okay?
We accept that here, man. Look, like I said, we'll accept anyone as long as you're racist, right? We're not
right.
Look, as long as she's like hot and she enjoys a bit of colonization, it's good, mate. Like more power to you. Sneak for speed for $2. Reporter was cut off from foreskins in a Trina crime. Fucking hell. Big time. For $2, blood everywhere, teeth missing. I presume he's quoting like metal lyrics or something.
No, he's quoting what he would do in that situation in the church, is the feelings that are coming upon him, I believe.
The Blue Psycho for 7 loonies again. Blue Psycho, he's been amazing this stream. Thank you. Spanish Civil War flashbacks. This is why they want to take away your guns, by the way. Yes, exactly. Absolutely. TK for $5. Thank you, mate. Guest suggestion. Bog Beef from the Good Old Boys podcast. He's been on a tear recently explaining political patronage to the normies. Oh, good to know. Thanks very much.
Good to know. Thank you.
Count Vander for $10 US. Look at him go.
Mate.
Do not throw pearls before swine. Don't try to justify yourself to these people. Yeah, well.
Oh, I'm not looking to justify. Actually, in the Hard R Feller streams, remember when I showed you the video of me at a protest?
Yeah.
Am I unbelievably antagonistic towards these people?
Oh, dude.
I know.
Yes. Yeah. You really like you're literally like a antagonism super weapon, right? Where you like literally like drop you in a crowd of like Antifa, and they all just like rush you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not looking to reason with them. Because they're making people demoralized and feel low, and I am really, really good at doing that to other people. They deserve it.
The Blue Psycho for another 7
Thank you,
loonies.
mate.
No, thank you, mate. A bunch of gay atheists calling people non-Christians. Yeah, I know, right?
Well, you're forgetting that Don Lemon's a Christian and his husband is too. You like that sentence? Did you like that entire sentence?
Yeah, he likes to think about Jesus when he's having gay sex with his husband because that's how that works. Right?
Yeah.
Lack of understanding for $2. Holy fuck! When can we start fighting back?
How we fight back, okay? This is the whole point of comedy and crowd work, okay? I want you people to be armed of what to say back to these people. But I also want you to know the level of coordination that they have in the background, which I will cover next.
Big time for $5.
Thank you, mate.
Tim Walz changed his state from castle doctrine to a duty to retreat.
No, he didn't. Did he?
I
legit?
Surprise me.
I didn't know that.
Mighty Meme King for $5. Thank you, mate. Atheists cite the Bible the same way communists cite the Constitution. Oh, mate,
that's a keeper.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Kosher Bosher salt for 15 shekels. Thank you very much. If I give more than 6 shekels, my Moorish banker is having a fit. Enjoy.
This dude must be having the time of his life right now.
You don't want to cross. You don't want to cross your banker. Kosher Bosher salt. Yeah. What about your vestments? Thank you very much, mate. Testing for $2. I always have pepper spray and more for these folks.
Well, did you catch when one of these folks sprayed pepper spray into a dude's eyes on the bus because she just called him a Nazi? So they're starting to use pepper spray as an offensive weapon, just so you guys know.
Mate, this is going to get so freaking ugly. Item party for 2 loonies. Father, get the crozier. The heavy crozier. Nice. Double mumble for $2. That guy is our foreskins trench coat.
Yeah, he's made of lesser materials.
And bloody cupcake for $5. I would never advocate for violence, but people have to draw a line somewhere. Love the content, guys. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you, bro. Very much appreciated.
Right. Okay. So
right.
Take over, Artie. It's your turn to drive, my son.
Let me blast through this. So, this is William Kelly. You may have heard this guy at several protests now. That's because he has a GoFundMe with over $40,000. Okay? So is he being paid to protest? No, it's just that random people will give him $500 at a time. So the money comes in. Okay? This is how it now. What does he do with this money? Well, he goes on a road trip. So he crosses state lines, and that's okay for him to cross state lines and go all over the country funded by people.
You should zoom in the window more, mate. Yeah, there we go.
He's zooming in for he's standing up for humanity, okay?
Oh, for humanity. Oh, well, if it's for humanity, then that's fine.
Update, Minneapolis is standing strong. They literally make flyers and tell you where they're going to go. Robbie Road Steamer is from a half an hour from where I live. I've known about him for over 20 years, okay? Didn't used to be a crazy lefty, used to make fun of people in Cambridge. This guy, Jolly Good Ginger, has worked with Don Lemon and the woke farmer, William Kelly, told Don Lemon that. They actually are 1 degree away from coworkers. So understand, a lot of these protesters are 1 degree away of relationship from mainstream media at virtually all times. Now, who set up this protest? Not the leader, just the organizer. Nikema Levy-Armstrong, maiden name, Pounds. Current name I'm going to use, Pounds. Pounds used to be the president of the Minneapolis chapter of the NAACP in 2015. Now, why do such radicalized people come from the AACP?
Zoom in.
Formed by a man named Moskowitz. A lot of moves in here, okay? So this is from 1909, and then this is why you have these people that are still supporting people like Don Lemon, because this has been the plan for a long time, fellas, okay?
So I mean, her name is Levy Pounds, right? I mean, okay.
50 pounds, right?
So she's half Moorish, basically, right?
Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Levi is traditionally a name from the Moorish community. It means, I believe it means like high priest in Hebrew.
Hey,
correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but you know.
You could grok it if you wanted to.
Ah.
And this I just think is hilarious, just to drive the point home. Did moos influence the creation of the NAACP? Well, yes, they did. They played a significant role. And then, you know, a little bit of history, a little bit of founders and early leaders. We got leadership roles. We have a financial support, prominent Mooish philanthropist. This is in 1909, fellows, okay? So I want you to know that the seeds have been planted for how things are right now for a very long time, okay? Couldn't have been done without the moos, even if there was some black faces supporting it. Now, this is just hilarious how this is positioned. Does the NAACP receive federal dollars? Now, who's ready for this answer? No, the NAACP does not receive significant or direct federal funding as a part of its core operations, okay?
Uh-huh.
Now, imagine if I asked, James Lindsay, are you a PDF file? And he answered me, no, I am not a PDF file in any significant or direct way. And it's not a part of my core operations. Incredible how they answer these things, dude. So the funding that comes in and out of our government, a large portion of it, somewhere it passes through hands and goes to the NAACP. Now, in short, while arms of the NAACP might occasionally receive project-specific private grants that align with public goals, as an organization, they are not funded by federal dollars. What? In any meaningful or ongoing way. Dude, the qualifiers, dude, around these Moo influence projects is absolutely hilarious to me. So that's who it's going to be. That is the Shiboon Beast that's going to be on screen. And I will hand it back to you for now.
Okay.
So give me some information on that, fellas.
Yes, and it's true, right? The NAACP was like headed by Moos for like, I mean, I think it still is, isn't it?
Not headed by. It's just the man behind the curtain because there's black faces that are involved.
They literally had like a Mooish head for like ages. I wonder if they've got like they actually got the first black president of the NAACP.
Hey, we need black faces to be Mooish voices, okay?
That's right. That's right.
David Easterwood is a pastor here. He is also the director of the field office for
Heavy
ICE
pounds
in St. Paul. So someone who claims to worship God, teaching people in this church about God, is out there overseeing ICE agents.
Well, yes. I love how they're just like, how can you be a Christian and want a country? How dare you, sir? Don't you know that Christianity is communism? No, it fucking isn't. Shut the fuck up.
Think about what we've experienced. The murder of Renee Good at the hands of ICE. A Venezuelan national shot by ICE.
Why doesn't he just talk to her?
Baby who...
Why doesn't he just have a conversation with her?
Yeah, she looks like she's gonna like sit down, have a reasonable fucking conversation. I mean, it's if she is half black and half Mooish, right? Then that would truly be a deadly combination if you think about it, right? Because you'd have like the black looping words, right, along with like the Mooish activism. It'd be like a deadly combo.
Almost died as a result of ICE unleashing military-grade weapons on our community.
Military-grade weapons,
right?
What is a military-grade weapon? Exactly, right? Oh god, it's a military-grade weapon. Fucking hell.
Dare you claim to be a pastor of God and you are involved in evil in our community?
I think Jesus would be understanding.
We're about worship. We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them?
But did you try to talk to them?
For worship, which we do every Sunday.
Yeah, just like, could you just like stop your Sunday service
now,
right, and sit down and like talk to the communists? By the way, right, this tension between this communist version of Christianity and actual Christianity was a big feature of the Weimar Republic, by the way. Oh yeah. So when Mustache Man got in, he started this movement called Positive Christianity, which was an attempt to detach Christianity from exactly this kind of stuff, because all of these same attacks were being made on the Lutheran Church. The communists just totally took it over.
And very quickly, the man asking the question, why don't you just talk to them, is controlled opposition. He is operating as the media arm from above, acting like an independent journalist, when, wouldn't you know, the NAACP has him nominated for 4 awards that he's trying to win right now. So the NAACP has their mitts all over what's happening right now. So when you think that like some sort of litigation is going to happen, this is a over 100-year-old Mooish influenced institution. That's why he feels so free to do these things. That's why they feel so free to do these things, because they're a part of a lineage of being against you and getting away with it. Yeah.
So Lemon clearly got the call. Maybe they said to him, like, you know, if you do this thing, right, like if you attack the Christians for us, we'll give you the award.
It was a friend of a friend that would send it to him. Everything is just 1 or 2 degrees apart. So then that apparently there's no link at all whatsoever. Meanwhile, anyone's grandmother that went to January 6th, and that's direct correlation.
Oh, of course.
By this group of protesters. We asked them to leave, and they obviously have not left.
Try talking to him, dude. Fucking, oh my God. All right, so we get that.
Oh,
excellent.
God. It's so BLM, right?
This is great. This is great.
Okay.
This is the white supremacy.
So now this is where we have been in that lot, and they blocked.
So pause it real quick.
Do we know?
So this is friend-enemy distinction. Are you friend? Are you enemy? Now, when they say friend, they mean they'll completely change their behavior, give you unlimited good faith and charitability. When they say enemy, they mean actually attack you. When the right says friend-enemy distinction, we mean it way softer than the left does. Can we agree on that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right?
And even softer than the centrists do. Right? Like, yeah, like remember when like Lindsay was on his like anti-Schmidt arc, right? And he was like, oh, the friend-enemy distinction is like literal like schnazzy. And he was just going around like doing friend-enemy distinction like no one's like, oh, you said it, you're out. You said it, you said the thing. Crazy,
I know, but like with other people on the right that we disagree with, we might be like in opposition on certain ideas, but we're not enemies. And it seems like they don't have that level of like deeper thought in these other political ventures.
No, they don't. I think it's like this weird existential catastrophism,
Yes.
or they're just at war with reality itself. Really,
it is a battle for reality.
Yeah.
Oh, why? I don't know why they blocked that off, because we were able to come through and park there. So I don't know how.
White supremacists.
What's that going to mean?
This is a white supremacist agenda.
Why do you say that? No, me, dude. I'm not here.
Whose team are you on?
What team?
This is Don Lemon.
What team are you on, bro? What team? Oh my God.
Hi, man. All right. Well, sorry, brother.
He's very much on our team.
No, I'm so sorry.
He's on our team.
Yeah. So why do you say?
That is like the most friend-enemy distinction shit I've ever seen in my life.
Well, Don Lemon is asking to try and talk to him. It's like, well, if they view him as an enemy, they're not going to talk to him. Like in every type of way we can show how incredibly gaslighting and bad faith that was to even say that to the guy who didn't expect to be. Every time I think of this poor pastor who is essentially docile and helping people cope with whatever's going on in their lives and building community, when they go and fuck that up, and now this guy's being made a spectacle of, which I assume he didn't want at all whatsoever. Now there's going to be, a tarnished name on the church. They're going to have to worry about it, possibly hire security and shit like that.
Yep.
That shit boils my blood, dude. Interrupting the cohesion is what pisses me off.
Yep. Do we keep playing this? Does it keep going? Or
a little bit, just a little bit, yeah. It's good.
This is a white supremacist agenda. They're not just going after criminals. I'm so sorry I went after you. I didn't recognize.
Do I look upset?
There's all kinds of folks out here with me.
Puppy dog.
They're not just going after criminals. They're going door to door and they're targeting any black and brown person they can find.
Pause it.
And
they're going door to door. Them who just stormed a church is not going fucking door to door, dude. You fucking get the level of gaslighting. Old ass fighting, gaslighting Don Lemon.
Oh my God. Right. Next one.
Sure.
Okay. So it's just like BLM all over again, bros.
And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are
in the religious groups like that. It's not the type of Christianity that I practice.
I bet it isn't.
Right.
You mean like actual Christians, right?
Puts his hand on his chest like a femme too. Me, it's
I'm outwardly gay and very Christian, because like that's what Christianity is to me.
No, the only thing that bothers me is the mixed race stuff. That's the only stuff that pisses me off about them.
But I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy, and they think that this country.
Just to be clear, right? When they say white supremacy, they just mean a functioning civilization. That's all they mean, right? That is all they mean, right? Like
they're not engaged in any sort of ideological supremacy. Like, what fucking team are you on? They're not. That's not a supremacist ideology at all, right? That you have to be on our side for us to even have a conversation with you. They don't exactly reach across the aisle. That's not supremacy.
It was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left England because we wanted religious freedom.
Yes.
He knows less than nothing.
Yes, the Hindus and the Muslims who left England wanting religious freedom.
Yeah, dude, religious freedom is between denominations and Christianity, essentially, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is that what that refers to?
All the moos that left England and, colonized America in order to have freedom of religion. Fuck off.
It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian and only if you're a white male, pretty much. And so, yeah, absolutely 100%, but it's an intimidation tactic. And, I said, I don't understand how I've become the face of it when I was a journalist. I do understand that I'm the biggest name there. And I'm also, as I was on with my producers this morning, you and Kylie talk all the time. My producers were saying, I said, how did I become the face of this? And my producer said, Don, you're a gay black man in America.
Oh, yeah, because that's the fucking reason.
We haven't seen enough of that, dude. That's a rare species at this point, right?
Dude, oh, yeah, right.
But no, it's actually, I'm really glad that you showed PragerU showing, look, moos and blacks. Like, yeah, that's the problem. And it's funny because the moos say to the blacks, hey, we're the ones who have been fighting for you. And it's like, yeah, you're right. Right. Yep. But here's the thing. We'll never get to know this. There would have been an amicable, consenting, non-forced integration that was already happening between blacks and whites. I want you fellas to never forget that, okay? And you should go and watch. This will be less than 30 seconds. What you have to do as a part of your reading, okay? You have to watch Uncle Tom 2 and American Odyssey. It just pieces it together so well. They do say white instead of moo, but it really does like show that there are, and I'm saying this like as a civic nationalist, blacks have been here for a long time as well, okay? And it's a complicated history, but there was like you've even shown it with George Lincoln Rockwell and Malcolm X. Like there was a like respected separation between the races.
Yeah.
So that can exist. It's a normal thing. The right wing is centrist. The right wing is normal. Okay. Anything to the left of it is lefty bullshit, including centrism. Okay.
Right. We got some more super chats.
Thank you, bruv.
The Blue Psycho for another 7 loonies. Mate, he's a madman.
Thank you.
A military grade weapon is a non-existent term, like assault weapon. Yeah, correct.
For the most part, yeah.
Arakeen Green Moon. Hey, Arakeen, for 50 NOK, Norwegian krona, I think. So is that the reason they had to push the painter as if he was into pagan occult stuff? Yes. And they actually outlawed like a bunch of like stuff. That's a really, really interesting story. But after Rudolf Hess made his like solo flight to England, the reason why he went by himself was because he was really into astrology. And after that, they banned like all this kind of like stuff, everything to do with Crowley, Blavatsky, all this like stuff, because it's bad for you and it causes you to make bad decisions. The Blue Psycho again.
Hold on.
And now the Chad does what the Chad wants, and no one is stopping him because Chad does what Chad wants.
Thank you so much, dude.
For 14 loonies, thank you, mate. The atheist version of Christianity completely ignores the Old Testament, ignores large parts of the New Testament, and accuses Jesus of being a criminal, or even worse, says that he's a socialist. But
so
yes,
am I to understand as an atheist, Old Testament, moo influence, New Testament removed much of the moo?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. But the thing about the New Testament is it's very light on stuff that you can use to build a civilization, where there's like a lot more sort of like legal stuff. There's like a ton of history in the Old Testament. So what tends to happen is that if you want a Christian society, you have to go back to parts of the Old Testament for like the history and stuff like that. But because the Muism is sort of baked into it, there's always this sort of like tension between these two things, and you get these recurring sort of ideas like popping back up, like Marcionism, the idea that the God of the Old Testament is different to the God of the New Testament, as a way of sort of explaining the vengeful God kind of thing. But I don't think there's really that much of a difference. It's just, look, if your society obeys the laws of God, it will thrive. If it doesn't, it will die.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Thank you, Blue Psycho. Appreciate that, mate.
So much.
TK for $5. By the way, Orthodoxy is a more muscular Christianity because there's a cultural memory of dealing with the Ottomans, then the commies. Protestants need to take notes. Well, exactly. And even before dealing with the Ottomans, they had to deal with the Judaizers. So
we really need to cover Joel Webbin, because he's a Protestant, and I really want to have like just a Q&A with you about what he's saying to do this differentiation between Orthodoxy and Protestantism. It would be really fascinating and fun.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Bear in the Woods for 10.
Oh,
wow. Thank you very much, mate. Their worldview requires strict adherence to uniformity. That's why they do friend-enemy distinction. It's also the reason why they project so hard with the you're an occult accusations versus the right. Oh, that's a very good observation.
Well, the friend-enemy distinction isn't a prescription. It's an observation of this is how things work, and this is what we're up against.
TK for $5. Mind break for normies. The ANP, I presume he means the American Schnazi Party, which was Rockwell's thing, and the Nation of Islam actually got along together well, and there's tons of pictures of the two groups together. Indeed.
The second stream that we did, I believe we incorporated that.
Kosher Bosher Salt.
A little Shideki Matsui.
30 shekels. Look at that Chad striding across there. Thank you, Artie and Fist, for a great time. Love the stream and chat. I've got to leave before my Mooish banker and Musad are going to break my door in. Pray for me, boys. Hava Nagila intensify. Thank you very much, Kosher Poacher Salt.
Wow, dude. Hey, let me hold on. That was a little racy right there.
Those goddamn Nazis.
Okay.
Thanks, mate. I hope you have a great evening. Appreciate the super chats. Hope you come back, mate. Theodore McCarthy for $10. Thank you, mate. Christianity is not supposed to operate on its own. It's supposed to work in tandem with Roman statecraft, Greek philosophy, and European folk culture. Yes, that's a very, very good point. Yeah,
really?
That's a very, very good point. Yeah, because, I mean, the Roman part for Western Christianity is particularly important. When the church split, one of the big things about it was the difference in language, right? So Greek is quite different from Latin. Latin is a lot more precise. And so you get these two different legal systems, and also Greek deals better with sort of philosophical concepts. So you don't get as many of these like really stupid definitional arguments in the Greek Orthodox Church as you do in the West, because Greek is more, how do I put, like sort of has more philosophy sort of like baked into it, whereas Latin is much more sort of precise and legalistic. So it's easier to have stupid legalistic arguments in Latin. Thank you very much, Theodore McCarthy. I appreciate that, mate. FB for $5. Thank you. Another problem with Protestants is since they don't have church authority, they basically interpret the Bible any way they want. Yeah, this is the problem with sola scriptura.
Right. Also, like I'm starting to discover problems that I have with Joel Webbin. But I want to get more into them later on. I might have to look through a good chunk of something that he has, and we can kind of just do like We don't always have to cover current events, right? What if we get a little deep into something one of these streams,
we
right?
we totally
be
could.
nice.
It's just there's so much shit happening at the moment.
I know it's a burden,
insane, man. I like stopped my news show, right, to stop covering this stuff.
Yeah,
And now I'm right back into it. You know,
were so excited to not cover it. You like explicitly told me that. That's so funny.
I just can't stay away, mate. I can't stay away. And NPC for 5 Canadian loonies. Thank you. I appreciate Artie trying to take back the center. There are indeed left-wing minded people that are good and make alliances with the right wing. Yeah, we know that, mate.
I don't know. I really don't know if I agree with that. I really don't think there's anything salvageable on the left in any capacity whatsoever. I mean, it's where I come from. I come from many forms of left for like my entire life. And hell hath no fury like an Artie scorned. I'll put it that way.
The problem fundamentally is blank slateism. Is the root of like a lot of this bullshit, right? Like, you know, if you're like, I don't know, call yourself left wing and you're a racist, then that's fine. But if you are really one of those people who believes that there is no difference between people, no matter where they're from, no matter what their IQ, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you, man. Right? Like, seriously.
No, I'm pretty sure the issue is that the people on the left are fake pieces of shit, and the people on the right, actually, as long as they understand what you're saying and going for, you can essentially say whatever you want, and they're very accepting. It's been the exact inverse. If I like met right wingers like you guys, religious people, I'd be in the church, dude. I honestly, if I had access to communities like this when I was like younger or like adolescent or like early 20s, there's a great chance I'd have a wife and kids and go to church. There's a great chance. I actually had this conversation maybe like 5 years ago. Like during COVID, I'd be like, you know what? There's no reason for me to do these things. I don't have like this community of people, right?
Yeah. No, it's the same for me, right? Like, yeah. Oh, and also finally, TK for $5. For the curious, Stone Choir podcast has a 7-part, 10-hour-long podcast series on why the Septuagint is the proper Old Testament and they're Protestants. Yes, and I would highly recommend that, particularly the one on Europe and how they adopted the Masoretic text and how the Moors basically got into the version of the Old Testament that is commonly used now and how it's different from the Greek version. Amazing podcast series. Cannot recommend it highly enough.
Hey, you think it's time for the WEF? We get this guy, right? We know what this guy's about.
Yeah. Okay, let's wait. Okay, so let's see what else we got.
Not a problem, bro.
Okay. So it looks like
nice.
Don Lemon may be charged under like some federal act. Oh no, bro. Oh no.
I'm sorry. Let me just get this out now. Does he have to be charged by like, can we have a Jack Johnson, right? A Roy.
How did Dylan is going to charge you for hassling with the Christian?
Why does it have to be an Indian woman? Why a Punjab woman? Can it be a white man, please?
Listen, mate, those Google gift cards can be quite like sharp, right? You know, if
you
like chuck them in the right way, right? They can give you like a nasty like cut, especially if they hit you in the face.
We will pursue charges in this case. I see various crimes that have occurred. Exactly what they are, I'm not going to flag, but the FACE Act has been mentioned as one of the predicates there. In other cases, the Biden DOJ used the Klan Act conspiracy charges tacked on to the FACE Act in the case of protests outside abortion clinics to bring much longer sentences. So there are a number of tools available to us.
So we will see, right? Personally, I am waiting for the nothing to be unleashed.
Dude, they're going against the NAACP, bro. And that's just one organization on top of all the other ones that they have access to. I mean, they're stronger. Can we agree that all these NGOs are much stronger than the federal government since they don't have to operate within any sort of like actual law? They can subvert laws no problem without having a penalty compared to a federal employee. Yeah.
Well, look, no, that's what commies do, right? Traditionally, okay, right? They taking over the government is annoying, so they just create a parallel government and just suck resources away from the legitimate government until it collapses, and then they're like, "Oh, well, we're the government now." Basically,
everything you just fucking said is true of the Moose.
Yeah,
it's like if I played that back and just inserted moose before you said that, nobody would be able to tell that there was a difference in what you're talking about.
Yep. So now they're talking about a general strike, bros, right? This is the latest high IQ plan from the retarded like women. There's going to be a general strike, bro. It was supposed to be today, I think. I the 23rd or something. Look, it's going to happen, bros. It's going to happen.
I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
On January 20th, we are walking out to free America
And walking in to remove the regime.
Oh, well, there you go. The regime's been removed. Right.
Interesting.
It's the 20th of January now. They've been effective. Fucking look at this fucking bitch. Tarot cards.
I'm closing my eyes and just listening.
We're walking out of work, walking out of school.
We're walking out of anywhere and everywhere.
Because it's past time that we stop cooperating with fascism.
Past time. We stop cooperating with fascism.
I love it when old hags like this are acting like things are worse now than they were 40 years ago,
God.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to learn from a young generation of what things were like. Like, how fucking stupid could you be?
They'll all walk out like literally no one will notice, right? Like what this woman's gonna like walk out of her like knitted goods like Etsy store or something, right? And the blonde troon's gonna like shut down her like web store that does like tarot readings or something.
I know what are like 3 Starbucks gonna close down and like 5 arts and crafts stores are gonna be operational as a really like necessary services.
But what about
it ain't gonna be EMS? I'll tell you that much.
What about the critical arts and crafts infrastructure? The nation is
critical.
built on? You can tell because these are all women, right? And women do not do any jobs that the country needs to survive, right? They do all like the fucking like stupid jobs.
Starting at 2 p.m. local time, we'll start a wave of walkouts across the nation.
Send a clear message that we demand freedom from this hostile and lawless takeover of our country.
2 p.m. Local time. Has that already passed where you are, Artie? Has the government been overthrown where you are? Live on the street, ladies and gentlemen. Artie, please tell us the current state of the government overthrow.
Yeah, I'm looking outside right now. Nothing seems to be any different. Just a African American screaming on his phone with his shirt off. Another black guy who I don't know, is that Patois or Creole? A guy from Nepal is trying to actually have a conversation with a guy from Uganda. None of them can speak any English. Yeah, it's just the regular stuff that I see every day over here. Nothing that different.
Viva la revolucion!
Then we'll start walking in.
Congress has the power to remove a tyrant from office. It's not an option. It's their sworn duty.
So at 3 p.m., we'll start walking in to local congressional offices to demand impeachment and removal.
We are peacefully demanding that our representatives file their own articles of impeachment
Against Trump and senior Trump officials.
And we are demanding that they force a vote.
Donald
Smoker's
Trump has
voice over
committed
here.
an obstruction of justice.
And turning ICE into a paramilitary force is an act of treason.
On January 20th, we are telling our congressional officials.
I mean, she's right. Okay, right. Honestly, right. I should be armed with like flowers and like knitted goods, right? Comfy scarves and right. And they should just go around like giving hugs.
Oh,
to migrants.
No, we should give them. What do they give the people, the police in the UK? Those little mini bats that you win at a carnival game.
Yeah, that's right.
That'll do it.
And like little whistles and shit, right?
That it is their duty right now to impeach, convict, and remove.
Impeach, convict, and remove.
Impeach, convict, and remove.
Post your plans to join the walkout, walk-in.
Using the hashtags Free America and Remove the Regime.
And document your visits on the 20th with those hashtags.
Remove the regime. Look, they've even got a website, bros. Oh, I'm scared. Artie, you know it's over, mate. They've got a website, removetheregime.com. I'm scared, bro. Right? Are you scared?
I mean, dude, they did this to storm the White House during COVID. I had to try and find some I remember seeing it. You know, how often do you remember seeing something and you go, that's lost to the annals of the internet? I don't know if I can find that again. I know it happened though.
Yeah, so this is like the fucking No Kings bullshit and stuff like that, right? Like, history is watching. Fucking weed, man. Yeah,
You're always instead of Big Brother is watching, it's history is watching. It's just like so transferable. 1984.
Mm-hmm. And the National Guard is coming into Minnesota as well. So I don't know like how it's going to go down, but yeah. Right. So, time for
check the soupy.
Yeah, hang on. We got some super chats. Something for £2. Left is evil. Right is dumb.
I don't, man. I'm pretty sure the right built the country. I'm pretty sure that, like, by like historical standards, that was rather right wing. The men that built the West, I would say.
And look at
normal.
Whoa! Super chat. Holy crap! Billy Bud, $50. Thank you, mate. To add to my other super chat, people in charge want to sanitize the internet to sell more Toyotas. That's all it is. Talking about secret cabals of people enslaving the world with Big Gay. Now so posting, have a good day, fellas.
With Big Gay. Big Gay is the moose. I mean, I don't know why I call it Big Gay.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Big Gay, we're actually going to talk about the World Economic Forum, the biggest.
Now that was a large super chat. Let me just pay the man his respects to show him how much I appreciate that.
And now the Chad does what the Chad wants, and no one is stopping him because Chad does what Chad wants.
Thank you very much, my dude. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dilly Bod. That's freaking awesome, dude. And
get it, girl.
Count Vander, for $2, they're going to put the president in a peach again.
Impeach him.
Gonna stick him in a peach. Oh my god. Okay, so wait, let's see, what do we got? Oh yeah, this is freaking great. Davos is always brilliant.
You got it up on screen?
Oh, sorry, is it on screen? Oh, god damn it.
You're good.
Hang on.
Wait, buddy. We're good.
I'm having issues.
Hey, your package looks fine to me. Okay, nothing wrong with your package. It wasn't over snipped at all.
That's good to know. Davos is always brilliant. The richest people in the world get together and listen to academic talks with titles such as "Do poor people really need all their organs?" or "How sleep replacement tech is boosting worker efficiency." Then go off and eat a Michelin-star lunch and never consider for a second they might be what's wrong with the world.
Oh my god, dude, that is not an ounce of fat on that one.
So, can we afford longevity? Right, like they're just, mate. They're freaking. Oh my god, this is a great account. Off Guardian, really, really good. So it's Davos time, ladies and gentlemen. I've been covering the World Economic Forum and Davos for I guess 5 years now. Ever since they kicked it off in 2020, only proper conspiracy chads will remember this greatest hit. We're going all the way back to 2020 to this incredible greatest hits.
We're going to 2020 to get to 2030.
Yeah, that set up so much of the music that was to come afterwards. Trump's really fucked that up.
Right?
You were supposed to just go into decline in senescence. Right? How dare you, sir?
I love the implication there will be no superpower. There's just going to be a governance. It's like what the commies say, dictatorship of the proletariat. That's just what they're going for.
Yeah, there'll be no superpowers, but apart from the multilateral structure that will effectively be a superpower on its own.
Yeah, no one's going to be in charge except for the people responsible for distributing the resources,
That's right, exactly. You won't die waiting for an organ donor. You'll die when an immigrant doctor doesn't understand.
I mean, you'll die in other ways.
You'll die when Shaniqua can't read the fucking directions on the vial and shoots you full of too much paracetamol. Oh my god. Oh really? Will we now? That one hasn't come true. An occasional treat, not a staple. Get fucked. For the good of the environment and for our health. What do you mean our? Motherfucker, they're all there eating steaks and shit. 1 billion people will be displaced by climate change. Oh god. We'll have to do a better job at welcoming and integrating refugees. Are you excited for that, Artie?
Dude, I'm looking up the black high school senior proficiency in math. This will take 5 seconds. We're looking at, in 2015, 6 to 8% at or above proficient in math, which would sound concerning, except that we all know that there's a bone in their stomach that helps them learn math in college and then enter the STEM field very effortlessly, right?
Yes, the Negro math bone. Yes, it's extensively documented. Yes, absolutely. Carbon taxes. There'll be a global price on carbon, and all the carbon tax bastards are still around, right? The problem, of course, is that that Trump will probably be like, "No, I'm not going to pay your goddamn carbon tax. You can fuck off," and they'll be like, "Well, the EU's going to do it."
Also, Cyberchud 2077 makes a good point because the WEF created 1 billion Africans. I believe it was from 1990 to 2010. I think it was a 20-year period where Africa's population went from 600 million to 1.2 billion.
Yep.
In a single generation, it was doubled like that.
Completely by accident, right? Like no one could have possibly foreseen that, right? Like everyone's like just so stupid. So it couldn't possibly have been planned for any reason, right? You could be preparing to go to Mars. Well, how? If there's no bloody fossil fuel, what, are you going to fly there on a fucking solar panel?
Well, yeah, dude, you'll be preparing to go to Mars like the left prepares to go to a revolution, okay? Yeah. Sure, you'll be preparing with your little helmet on and your little rocket ship made out of fucking cardboard. You'll be preparing all right, okay?
You'll be preparing to go to Mars. Scientists will have worked out how to keep you healthy in space.
They'll just have worked it out.
So are they saying the moon landings was fake then?
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to have that debate with Phoenician. That would be great. That's something we both are diametrically opposed on.
The start of a journey to find alien life. See, you don't need Christianity. There is no such thing as God. There's just aliens out there, bro, right?
Well, they're mad that like Elon Musk wants to do this. So that's why they're jealous of Elon Musk. He's actually closer to doing this than they are.
Yeah. Western values will have been tested to the breaking point.
Oh, wow, dude.
Yeah.
This really hits well a few years later.
I know, right?
The degradation of our society wasn't planned at all.
The checks and balances that underpin our democracies must not be forgotten. What if you just replace all the people in those countries? Are you still going to have the same checks and balances? Don't worry about it, you racist. Like, comment, and share. This is the World Economic Forum.
They got brutalized for this. I'm almost positive this was back when there were still YouTube dislikes. I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think it was. They got pilloried so hard for this, right? I mean, not just that, but this if you remember, this smiling douchebag, right? It's just this became
yeah.
You know, you'll own nothing and you'll be happening. This literally became like the face of the anti-WEF movement, right?
Do you want to know what this is like? This is like Amelia, but for back then.
Yeah.
They did it all themselves.
Yeah, and they did
their own
it to
petard.
themselves, you know. And then they started like seething, like, oh, it's so unfair that people are saying naughty stuff about us on social media. Dude, you're like literally telling us, right, that you're going to remove that there will be no property rights, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
they really don't like the free marketplace of ideas, do they?
They really don't. But it turns out, bros, it's all gone a bit wrong. Klaus Schwab has been removed as the head of the World Economic Forum. The Great Reset is on the way to the fourth industrial revolution. Man, I did fucking Klaus Schwab's like voice and accent so much, right? Because this motherfucker, right? Every single year, he'd just get up and just say the most insane shit. That's why they removed him, by the way, because
say the most insane shit. He was dressed like a fucking villain, a future alien villain with the fucking black like V vest and shit.
That was when he was receiving an honorary degree at Kaunas University in Lithuania.
Ceremonial demonic. Okay, that justifies it.
But now he's been removed, bros, because he was just massively like a detriment. So now it's
close to 90, dude. That's because of his age.
Well, now it's being headed by Larry Fink from BlackRock. So
Larry Fink. Is that short for Finkelstein? Why is it? Is it just Fink? Does that change?
Yeah,
what is that?
It is Fink, and it's almost certainly short for Finkelstein. Yeah.
Interesting. The Connecticut Finkelsteins.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. And but he's still got a little bit of a message for everybody.
Professor Klaus Schwab, you write that our society faces a dramatic but elusive crisis. Can you explain?
We are missing in our society two fundamental pillars. It's truth and it's trust.
Yeah, and what was it that eroded this truth and this trust, Klaus? Right? Do you think that your organization, the World Economic Forum, had anything to do with this mass undermining of like legitimacy in the global order by like fucking saying all this insane shit and pushing the vaccines and digital currencies and all this? Like, oh no, man, right? Who could have foreseen such a thing?
You know what the commies and the moos have in common? In pursuit of their perfect world, the destruction they cause is never their fault. That really is something that makes them closely knit, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
And without restoring those pillars, we will not be able to solve the big global issues which we face at this moment. It's a keyword of dialogue, of listening each to another.
I thought listening, right, open yourself up to misinformation, Klaus, and disinformation, right? Like, remember that when the WEF was all about, we must fight disinformation, you know, there's so much disinformation on the internet, we need to control. They loved fucking like old like COVID Twitter. They love that fucking crap, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on 1 second.
Jews have been kicked out of every country we've ever lived, and it's never been our own fault.
Thank you, Randy Fine. Continue.
Yeah.
And in such a way.
Actually, I don't think Schwab is actually Mooish himself, weirdly enough. As far as I'm aware.
To see the different aspects, the different dimensions of a problem. And that's fundamental in order to be able to create afterwards solutions.
If there is one decisive factor of the intelligent age, what is it?
I think it's the capability, in view of the fast and disruptive technological change, to remain human beings. And as
to remain human beings.
Right.
Well,
he just sounds like a transhumanist right now.
Yeah. Like, well, literally peddling like transhumanism. Oh, fucking.
He needs a hairless cat.
He really does. Apparently, Klaus Blofeld is actually based on Klaus Schwab.
No.
Yeah, no, apparently, really, the Bond guys, right? Like, thought the WEF was like literally Spectre. Because it was like, I'm serious. I don't know 100%, but I have heard this. Chat, can you?
Dallas, we need you right now.
Exercise empathy. We have to listen each to another, and I think we have to analyze issues not just with our brains but also with our heart.
Oh, with our hearts, yeah. And where do we get these hearts? Well, we cut them from the beating chests of Gentile children.
And that's how we remain human and alive.
That will give us extra life. But we have to listen to the people before we kill and enslave them.
That's the mask.
And with an understanding that ultimately we have to serve not ourselves but society.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a very different tone to the way he used to speak, right? Now, this is again, right? Like they have clearly been chastised by, if you remember back.
Can you tell by the grieving moo in the background?
Back in 2020, 2021, they were very, very, very strident. They're like,
oh yeah,
this is the great reset, and right, and you're gonna. It doesn't matter whether you want it or not, right?
Real quick, fellas, I want you to realize that we are on an upswing right now, and we have to go balls to the wall. Okay, we couldn't be doing this shit a year ago, 2 years ago. So like, the momentum must be carried through as much as humanly possible because it's ebbs and flows, right? It wins and wanes. So right now we got to go balls to the wall, which means please follow me on Rumble because I don't think this channel's going to last forever. Thank you.
So this is no wait, okay, that's Larry Fink in the background. Who's
think?
This guy? Oh, I don't know his name. Some
Your
dude,
rat
right?
Fink.
It's a moment of uncertainty.
Yeah, it's a moment of uncertainty. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, give me the uncertainty. Oh, yeah.
But also possibility. Not a moment to retreat, but a moment to rise. The World Economic Forum is not about responding to current events. It's about orchestrating the right conditions that enable us to move forward.
That's my claim about them. That's what. Yes. Well, you can't just say it. I say it, and you hide it. You're not playing the game correctly. You can't just come out and say. I feel like right now he's about to kill me, and he's telling me his plan.
Isn't this moment also when dialogue is not a luxury, but really a necessity? There's no way we can move the world forward without starting.
So now they're interested in dialogue, right? Now that shit's going bad, they're like, oh, we must talk with one another. You didn't seem too interested in talking with your opponents when fucking everything was going right. Back then, you're like, you will have the fourth industrial revolution whether you want it or not.
You got to put your moo ears on, okay? Now, how much do you want to bet that they have a version of dialogue that still involves one-way communication, okay? Don't think of what the word means. Think of what they mean by the word that they want you to think it means.
Yeah, so not quite so much dialogue, but like a monologue disguised as a dialogue, you mean? Huh? Yes, yes.
To speaking with each other. That's also why we begin this week with music. Music knows no borders. It speaks no single language. A violin, a trumpet, a clarinet, and a drum. They come together in perfect harmony.
Pause it, dude. This feels like a sophisticated James Lindsay analogy right now. This is like what James Lindsay wants to be able to do with an analogy.
Actually, it is music that brings us all together.
It reminds me of Life and Death, the Death Butterfly.
Auslander.
Each unique, each essential, each voice making the whole more beautiful. That is what we must do. Not erase our differences, but celebrate them.
Oh, yes, we must celebrate our differences. Yeah.
What year is it right now, dude? They're really just going back to the old script. They cannot create anything new.
Diversity is our greatest strength. Now, are you guys all ready for the World Economic Forum social media platform? I can't fucking
What do you mean
believe.
social media platform?
Oh my god. Well, I don't know, right? Okay, so I can't play the audio on this, right? But it's a
Why? What's
very,
the audio?
It's a very somber Pink Floyd.
So wait, they're actually playing Pink Floyd to like really like drive this home. Like that's what they're relying on.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so something is broken. We no longer trust what we see online. Our feeds are not built for people, but for fucking Greta Thunberg could have said this, but for power, money, and manipulation. Children grow up in noise. Foreign interests shape what we see. We are tracked, profiled, and manipulated by algorithms and AI. You didn't have a problem with this when you were controlling it, right? When they were in charge of like Twitter 1.0, they were all for it, right?
Oh yeah.
Now they're like, this is such, they've just like taken the popular
Elon
space.
really fucked things up for them.
Authenticity is fading. Yet we all want the same thing. Real people, real conversations. Come on. That's why we're building W. Literally what is called not X, but W, right? Like, I mean, this is.
I'm sorry. Hold on. You're really gonna, in good faith, try to act like it has anything to do with X. Is that what you're saying, me? That's what you're saying.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not. It's not X.
Is W even close to the letter X in the alphabet?
It's not X. It's W. W for the win. W for the world. W for weak as piss.
a
social network where people come together before algorithms and where and where free speech and privacy are real, not slogans. Hosted in Europe.
Yeah, we go.
By European laws.
All right.
Not just another platform. Fucking, you mean Blue Sky?
No one's going to use it.
If it's governed by European laws, right, it will suck ass, right?
Right.
I bet you the EU is going to pour money into this, and no one will fucking use it.
Well, but that's the thing. People love to complain about how X is toxic, but people like to argue. They like to see different opinions. That's very natural. So that's why Blue Sky is just, I don't know, a terrorist platform at this point where they just fucking gas each other up.
Yep. Okay, hang on, mate. A few more super chats.
Oh, sure.
Modern Magus for $5. Thank you, mate.
Thank
history is their big brother. That's why they're obsessed with being on the right side of history. Anyone who says that phrase is immediately like opinion discarded.
Well, that doesn't sound like the right side of history to me. I mean, it sounds like you may be the wrong side of history if you think that way about it.
That and the word problematic. I will not countenance that word, right? It took
me a while to get rid of problematic from my vocabulary because of where I come from.
Yep. Michael Hassler for $6. Thank you, mate. Let us be honest with ourselves. James Lindsay's equivalent to William F. Buckley without any of the charisma.
Well, that's the thing. James Lindsay is equivalent to a lot of things without a lot of things. He's got nothing behind what he's doing.
Mission Silo for $5. Thank you, mate. Every current political topic is the result of corporations and employers wanting legal slaves. Prove me wrong. Nice.
Very nice.
Sneed for speed again for $2. Thank you, mate. They're all Canaanite demon worshippers. Strong, but accurate. And then Soul on the Lich
there
for 100 ARS. For 100 ARS. Ignore the think in the background. Stop noticing, y'all.
It's not even there. Never happened.
The greatest problems that we have is the noticing. Water Gaming for $2. Got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga boo. Right, and that's it. Okay, so.
Hey, what do you think the Ooga Boogas sound like?
Yeah.
That's what they sound like.
So let's see what Larry Fink, the Finkster, has to say.
What's he think?
Do you think he's going to be like, well, maybe we pushed too hard and like, maybe like we shouldn't have like fucked over those people and supported like the COVID vaccine? Fuck no, of course not.
Many of the people most affected by what we talk about here will never come to this conference. That's the central tension of this forum. Davos is an elite gathering trying to shape a world that belongs to everyone. That is why this year's theme is the spirit of dialogue, because dialogue is the only way a room like this can earn the legitimacy to shape ideas for people who aren't in the room.
Do you think this is what they did during like the Civil Rights Act? Like this is the same exact rhetoric. We need to reach across the aisle and talk to each other.
Yeah.
How is this 2026 and this is the rhetoric you're attempting right now?
Because that's what they do whenever they get into like a spot of trouble, right? They say what we need is dialogue, right? What we need is an exchange of ideas, but it's not. They don't give a fuck about your ideas, right? They've already got their agenda. They're just using it to like snow you, right? And hoping everyone forgets while they keep on doing their bullshit. Here's some more from the Finkster. Wait, hang on. We got yep. Yeah.
We believe that outside the United Nations, this is the largest gathering of global leadership of the post-COVID period of time.
Yes, the post-COVID period of time. Now that the Great Reset has been completed, it is time for the Great Industrial Revolution. Fuck off. Oh, Trump like fucked that up, didn't he?
Dude, Trump and Elon really did put a wrench in their plans.
Oh, let me cry a little fucking tear for you all, you little bastards. Oh my God. Fucking.
For many people, this meeting feels out of step with the moment We hear all about the elites. And how does that play out in an age of populism? How does an established institution make a difference in an era of deep institutional mistrust?
Yeah, and how did that institutional mistrust come about, Larry?
I love it how he says in an age of populism, like it's terrible because he is an elite.
Before this was always how they were arguing against Trump, like way back. If you ever fucking like went to university, like, Trump is a populist, right? And he's mobilizing the people against the elites. Well, and then they try and like gaslight you and say like the elites don't exist, right?
Or the elites are the white people.
Yeah, or if they do exist, right? You can't like look at them as a cohesive whole or anything like that, because they have differing interests, right? So really, eat the bugs.
And there's some truth to the critique. I believe in this forum for a long time. I certainly wouldn't be leading this if I didn't believe that we can change and make the world better. But it's all
better for whom, Larry, right? Because what I hear when you bastards say this is better for us.
Well,
right?
We are in a populist age, which he didn't seem to say very enthusiastically.
Yeah, that's right.
Also obvious that the world now places far less trust in us to help shape what comes next.
Why is that? Because you fucked up. You fucked up bad, man. You're just like, everyone is going to live in the pod and eat the bugs and have the chip under the skin.
Do you think their issue is that they genuinely don't respect us, so they consistently underestimate us?
Yeah, I think social media like surprised them in the sense that particularly when Twitter became like uncensored, people were able to just like view their stuff on YouTube and share it around, right? And they're not used to this kind of scrutiny, right? And so I think, people like Schwab, they were operating in sort of like the pre-social media world where the only people that's listening to their shit is other elites. So they don't know how bloody awful what they're saying like sounds to like the normal people. So they're
usually okay with the truth coming out like 2 years later before anyone can do anything about it. But now the truth is coming out like as they're saying it. It's not used to that.
Yeah. Mate.
If the World Economic Forum is going to be useful going forward, it has to regain that trust.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Why do you have to regain it? What happened? Isn't it weird how he didn't say what they did that was wrong, but they lost trust just mysteriously?
Yeah, this is one of the things that you notice about governments and institutions like this, right? They never, ever fucking apologize, right? They'll do something awful. They'll fuck up massively, ruin all of these lives, but they'll never, ever apologize, right? They'll just talk about how we have to regain trust, right? But the way you regain trust with people is by frankly apologizing and say, oh yeah, we did this thing wrong. From their point of view, right? The only thing that happened wrong was that people like noticed their bullshit, right? It's not that they themselves like it's
fucking apology. You really have to show understanding. In order for redemption, it's not even necessarily the apology, but it is the showing the understanding of what you did, right?
Yes, correct. Here is Yuval Noah Harari talking about AI. So they're basically ditching the climate change shit this year. Everything is about AI, which was why my prediction at the start of the show, new nuclear. They will suddenly discover that actually, bros, new nuclear is the greenest power of all. And we don't need all these like solar panels and wind farms and batteries and stuff, right? We could just have nuclear power. And then everybody like myself is going to be, that's literally what we have been fucking saying to you for like the last 10 fucking years, you douchebags. That's fine.
Do you know? As far as putting words in order is concerned, AI already thinks better than many of us. Therefore, anything made of words will be taken over by AI. If laws are made of words, then AI will take over the legal system.
Oh, this
if
guy.
Books are just combinations of words, then AI will take over books.
Can you pause it real quick? Is that the useless eaters guy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that him?
That is the useless eaters guy. He's the guy who is like, do we really need so many people? once we get AI, everyone's gonna like need like VR and like sedative drugs. Like this, he is fucking just, he is atheist Moo, of course, right? And I'm sure, quite honestly, right, like his just horrible vision would horrify actually many Moos, right? Because his universe is a world shorn of the divine entirely, right? He's like Sam Harris tier materialist, okay? Except unlike Sam Harris, he actually gets invited to these like things and is regarded as like a, you know, an actual like thinker, basically. He's like there.
And this is the difference between Sam Harris's controlled opposition. This guy is nefarious and actually dangerous.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is built from words, then AI will take over religion. This is particularly true of religions based on books, like Islam, Christianity, or Judaism. Judaism calls itself the religion of the book, and it grants ultimate authority, not to humans, but to words in books. Humans have authority in Judaism, not because of our experiences, but only because we learn words in books.
And this is newish legalism. He just comes out and says it, basically, right?
Like everything we have is because people read words from books. That is such a vacuous fucking statement.
Yeah, and as TK says in the chat, Christianity isn't based on words; it's communicated via words. Absolutely, right?
So someone who doesn't read like me, I don't necessarily have to read to kind of get the vibe from it, right?
Well, that's right.
Okay.
That's because Christianity is based very, very much on intent and outcome, right? Whereas Judaism and to a lesser extent as well, Islam are literally based on legalism, right? So Judaism is like the example par excellence from this, right? Why does Hashem like command that you've got to like brush your teeth in like a circle in this particular way? Don't know, don't care. You just do the thing, right? You worship the law itself rather than the outcome that the law is supposed to give you. Does that make sense?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm raising my hand. So, but weren't the West's laws based on Christianity?
Yes.
Our legal system is based on Christianity, but how does that work?
Well, I mean, the point about Christian legal system is that it's about outcomes, right? So the reason why you have a law against murder is because murder messes up your society and murder fucks over people, right? You don't worship the law itself. You're not like, oh my, you don't get the book of the 120 regulations on how to build a toilet, right? And be like, oh, right? The laws are a device in order to get a functioning society, right?
Right. And so that makes a lot of sense as to why Christianity will be done differently in different countries, because it's different people, but they're given like very philosophical building blocks to have that kind of most optimal solution for their society, as opposed to Moodyism or Islam, where it tries to make it like uniform. They really don't appreciate differences in people, and Christians do, I guess, is what that feels like it comes down to.
Yeah, well, it's just legalism, basically. Yeah. It's just this collection of rules, and it is the rules themselves that are worshipped rather than the outcome. And as Jesus talks about, right, like the Pharisees, they worshipped all these laws that they themselves did not obey, right? So they're also fucking massive hypocrites, because any legal system that complicated, you also have all these loopholes.
It's so funny, dude, because I started this journey on criticizing the moves from toxic girlfriends that used to do that. So many times when you talk about stuff from like religious texts, and I hear it and I'm like, oh, I first came to that conclusion with really toxic girlfriends I was forced to share an apartment with, where these rules are being made that they don't abide by. And then I was like, quote unquote misogynistic, but then I was like, oh yeah, it's not women. It's really the left. Like even the men on the left act this way. And now I just realize it's like it is a mooish behavior that has transcended time and validated in Western society, as opposed to having a masculine Christianity.
So Theodore McCarthy for $5 sent in this. I just this is great, and he knows more Greek than I do. So thank you very much. We have the best chat. Christianity reflects the Western ethos that orthopathos, correct passions and intents, lead to orthotelos, correct outcomes and purposes. Fucking nice. Well said, Theodore. Thank you. We have the best fucking chat. Okay, let's finish this.
Oh yeah.
Now, no human can read and remember all the words in all the Jewish books, but AI can easily do that.
AI?
What happens to a religion of the book when the greatest expert on the holy book is an AI?
Digital rabbi. Also, I can't wait. Right? Like, oh my God.
Dude, it's going to short circuit because it's going to have to contradict and argue with itself. What logic can you program an AI to do that's built upon illogical conclusions?
Mate, it's going to be freaking weird, right? Okay, so, right. Ardent Party for $2. Okay. Cheap ad time. Find me over on Rumble at Ardent Plays. Check it out. He's a good lad. TK again for $5. The WEF are panicking because the right-wing parties are going hard nationalist and the left-wing parties are going full third worldist. They have no friends. Yeah, precisely. Precisely. They're in a lather. Blue Psycho again for 7 loonies.
Thank you, mate.
Regardless of Trump's negatives, I'll always be thankful for Trump because if he didn't run for president, things would be so much worse. Yeah.
Exactly. It's the consequentialism. So I don't agree with the methods in which that Nick Fuentes is engaging in, but at the end of the day, he's still going on Tim Pool. He's still getting invited to these places. Consequentially, at the end of the day, you have to judge the thing in totality and not get hung up on like a purity spiral of these specific things that you disagree with. So I completely support that.
I mean, we could have had fucking Kamala Harris, mate.
That's what I'm saying.
My God.
I love how you say we because we run the world.
Tim Walz would have been vice president. Holy, imagine how much more Somali fraud there would be, right? Like they would have just gutted the entire government. Like,
no, but I don't think they were ever planned to win because they need Trump in order to do what they're doing for a revolution, right? They can't have a revolution with the Democrats in charge. The only time that they really do violence is when Trump is in charge. So when the Democrats are going to be in charge, flood the country with illegals, and then when the Republicans are in charge, take to the streets and do a revolution. So I think that they made Trump win. Like that was intentional. She couldn't win. And she was still only like 4 million votes shy of winning too, like on a really raggedy campaign.
So 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward. Yeah, I get you. Deadpool Kid for 10.
DPK.
Thanks, mate. Billionaires, why do people think we're evil? It's not like we tried to buy real estate so no one can own property or become a subscription-based society. I just don't get it. I know, man. Those poor millionaires, bro. I mean, you know,
every time.
Like, oh, dude, honestly, they're just so misunderstood. Those billionaires.
We want to earn your trust back without admitting anything we did that was wrong. It's
the thing is, I'm not even one of those like weird commie retards that's like, oh my God, someone has $1 billion.
Same.
I'm just like, if you are a billionaire and you're using it to like corner the housing market, right? And like reduce everyone to penury, then I have a fucking problem, right? If you're a billionaire and you're like, we're going to like dig up more oil or we're going to build rocket ships or like, I have no issue whatsoever, right? It's just that, mate. Like,
right, but this is why such toxic, horrible people are drawn to the moos, because the moos will go, yeah, you can just not feel guilty about the things that you do that are wrong, and you can actually just, like Eric Cartman, live in a fake reality, and they're like, oh, this is James Lindsay loves it. Like, oh, this is way easier. This is way easier than living in reality and admitting when I'm wrong and I'm hurting people.
Oh man, Lindsay's going to be at the anti-Semitism conference soon. That's going to be fun to cover. Count Vader for $5. Mummy, can I have some more trust, please? And what did you do with the trust I just gave you?
Gold, dude.
I threw it away. Then why do you deserve any more trust? Because I want it.
Right, exactly.
Fucking nice one. Waffle for 10.
There he is. There he is, Rucker.
To anyone who watched Serenity or Firefly, remember how they tried to make the people and the world better? Yeah, I do. I really liked Serenity. That was a good fucking film. Did you ever see that, Artie?
No.
So basically they made like some, I don't know, it was like some elixir or some fucking like drug that was going to like make people perpetually happy, and it just like turned them all into these like raving psychos, and you had like entire civilizational collapse, you know.
Well, they were just trying to help.
We already did that one. Theodore McCarthy, thank you very much again. That was mate, these are the kinds of super chats I like. And TNR FNV for $2. Accept Christ and avoid eternal hellfire, Artie. Leave him alone.
Hey, what? Hold on, no. What is stopping me from just pulling a Scott Adams, right?
Yeah, as long as you're like, no.
I'll just hit the lever just before I die. Boom, I'm hanging out with my boys in heaven. All right. That's how it works, right?
That is supposedly how it works, yeah, mate. But you as long as like the time of your death, obviously.
Yeah,
but
but
could be a bit tricky.
But what determining me going to heaven, right?
Hold on. I don't know.
Let me get it out.
Okay.
Is what determines that, right? My deeds, how I act in society, or me saying to you guys words to say the right words to you guys, right? That's what's always fascinating to me, is that like I seem to have rather good fruit, right? And I'm very open, honest, and transparent. And so it would, I really don't like the idea of this God being like, say these words or else this. Like, I don't think that's you might know a different guy if that's how you think it works, right?
That's fucking Islam, is what that is, right?
That's
like
what it feels like, right?
That's
They need my
literally
vocal
Islam.
confession. I'm clearly on a good path. I'm clearly surrounding myself. Dude, how not toxic is our chat? Do you still even believe it? How nice our chat is. It's fucking insane. They're knowledgeable. There's like, I don't know. I surround myself with very non-toxic people effortlessly. So I'm doing things correctly at the pace that it needs to be done, I would say.
As TNRFNV says, God judges the heart.
Sure.
Yeah, this whole thing of like, they force you into like saying the words, you say the shahada. No. I don't accept that, right? It has to be a choice freely made, and don't pressure people, right? Like,
I just gotta see how I fit into that whole thing. I've been a staunch individualist my entire life, so
Okay, so we've only got 15 minutes left. Holy crap!
No, we can give. Hey, they've been hanging out. We can give them a half an hour, okay?
Okay, so we've got. Should we go to the Fuentes thing, or do we want to do like Mark Carney, like talking about the deaths of the international order?
I think we can let's cool down with some Fuentes chatter, okay? About race realism, civic nationalism, Maybe help you go to bed at like 6 a.m. and not 8 a.m.
Okay. So Fuentes was on Timcast, which was kind of like funny. You've got timestamps for this and stuff yourself too, haven't you? Right?
I already have it pulled up.
Okay. Well then, let's do a few clips, shall we?
And they were like, yeah, fuck the Jews and the Sabbath. We're going to do our Sabbath on Sunday. Like the Romans were like, fuck the Jews. So there's been this hostility between these two. Seems like it for a long time.
Because the Romans destroyed the temple. The Romans destroyed the Jewish temple in 70 AD and then expelled all the Jews about 50 years later after the Jewish revolts. And so then, the temple is the center of Judaism. That's where the sacrifices happen. That's the temple that God built, that Solomon and David built. And what's more, the Jews believe that the Romans looted the temple and took all their shit, took all their menorahs, took all their gold, and sent them in exile. So the Jews hate the Romans. And what is Rome represented by? Europe and by the Roman Church. Because Europe is the Romans, the Roman people.
Look at our architecture. The White House.
Right,
look at our
founding fathers
it's
intentionally wanted Roman style architecture for all our legal structures.
Exactly. And so Netanyahu recently had like a book with them, and it was about the Jewish Roman wars in the 2nd century. And he said to the press, we're going to win the next one. The next war with the Romans.
Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah. And America, because that's what really Rome represents, the Goyim, the nations.
Interesting.
Spicy. And this is freaking hilarious.
But they expressed to me that from your content, they feel like you're attacking the running the working class Jewish guy.
Working class, what is that? Like they run the banks? Working class.
Layup.
No, that's a joke, but like we're in the working class. We're running the bank. No, but
I'm actually very working class. I only run a very small bank. Oh my God. And this is an exchange that he has with Ian, which is freaking hilarious too.
I'm just gonna say, for the record, Hitler was great, and I mean that by
Didn't happen a year ago.
in stature. I mean, it's like,
New era.
It's like Alexander the Great. He was a psychotic murderer. Wasn't a good guy, but he was great in scope and scale, as was Hitler. The largesse of his knowingness is all-encompassing. Everyone pretty much knows who he is. So that he was.
Ian's just trying to push buttons. That was.
Did you like that one?
He was just trying to piss people off because he knows they're going to clip it, and
Hitler
they're going to.
was great. Wasn't even good, but you could argue that he was great
because people think great means good when great means of magnitude.
And great could mean evil. It could mean very evil.
Exactly.
I said the same thing to Tommy G. I did an interview. It's funny you say that because I said the exact same thing. I was like, these are great leaders. And he was like, oh my gosh, I can't. I'm like, good and great are not the same thing.
Awesome. He reminds me
awesome,
of
awesome is not always good.
Right.
Yeah.
Or cool or anything like that.
I'm just gonna say, for the record, Hitler was.
This wasn't
great.
a conversation a year ago, and this is this Nick Fuentes is fully responsible for Ian Crossland feeling comfortable enough to say that.
I know, right?
Since Piers Morgan was pivotal, dude. I'm so glad we covered it so much. That was a really huge momentum shift.
Things have really changed in the last year. Like it's insane.
I want everyone to realize that and do not forget it. Okay, do not hang your head low. This is a time to fucking puff your chest out and be excited and take in whether or not it's this live stream, whether it's Orrin McIntyre or Joel Webben or whatever you're watching, Connor Tomlinson, whoever it is. Plenty of people I don't know about that's setting you further in this direction. Is take that in, okay? Imbibe it. It's the time for this to happen.
Yeah. So have you got that clip where Tim asks him about meeting with Netanyahu?
I can whip that up for you now.
Okay, because I'm out of clips. So you'll have to drive from this point, mate.
I got to drive. I'm too little. I can't do that. My feet can't reach the pedals.
Look, I have faith in you, Artie. Look, just believe that you can drive.
Would you take it? There it is. Okay.
Okay.
October 7th, and he was talking about the attack on the rave. And I mean, I'm a musician, I played shows, and I have friends that were at the Bataclan, and he was like, well, they were just a bunch of druggies. And I'm like, you're just the biggest dirtbag I've ever seen. I couldn't handle it.
I got a question before we go to our super chats. If you were invited to a private meeting at the White House with Netanyahu, would you take it?
No.
You wouldn't do it?
I like being alive.
I do it.
I did.
I want to have him on the show.
I would watch that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You gotta be on that one.
How he feels about talking to Netanyahu is how I feel about talking to like anybody on the left right now.
Yeah, for real. And keep going because he asks him again.
Hang with B, because we got to talk about Israel and Judaism. First of all you Jews out there, you can't have a religion and a culture that's the same name. You have to change the name. So be Israeli culturally, but then have Judaism as your religion. And if you don't believe in God, you're not Jewish. I know. Just reformat your brain.
Ian. You explain to that.
Tighten ranks.
Ian Crossland is legally, unofficially retarded.
Yeah, I mean, I am amazed. I always thought like Ian was like a complete retard.
The times were different. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of Jake Shields in him when it comes to the moves.
Yeah.
So
Ian's in charge
as you know, I did. Yeah. They had a meeting, and I would take a meeting with any world leader comes to the White House. It was the Blair House, which is in the White House complex, I guess, or it's like the guest house. Who would say? I can't believe people would say no to that. You wouldn't. You wouldn't go?
No way. I really have nothing to say to him. I mean, I see him as like a civilizational enemy of America, basically.
Would you want to say that to him?
No, I say it on my show. But no,
how do we? He's seen clips. He's seen clips.
It was it was boring, and you know what, man? Like I've met with prominent people quite a bit, and boy, I got to tell you, there's something about these high-profile people in politics, or maybe it's like they're a big political.
You said there was like another clip or something like that. Let me get into the. Let me get into the racism, okay?
You can imagine if Netanyahu met Fuentes, he'd be like, "What is it you want? We can get you anything."
I also find it fascinating how Nick Fuentes is really, all the crazy things that he said, he's really having a more moderate position now. So I just wanted to kind of dial down and explore that.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they were going to say negative things about it, but it was a school in Sacramento saying, we are going to gather all the little white kids together and give them their own group. And I said, what do you think those kids are going to do when you put a group of white kids in a room and say, here's why you're all bad? They're going to look around at each other and be like, I don't think I'm bad. You're not bad. You're my friends. I like you. We like each other. And they're going to say, hey, these people are bad. They're bad. And then they're going to attach their anger to their race instead of social issues, economic issues, political issues. They are creating this. So I look at it actually very, very simply mathematically. If you have a majority population And historically, minority populations are disadvantaged in a variety of ways. Once the white population gets to a certain threshold, 60%, 65, 70%, they're going to start feeling pressure. It's not just that. You expect it to be, no. As soon as America is 49% white people get angry. No, because in Chicago, for instance, a good example, you have areas that are just all black, and there are some white people who live there. Those white people are discriminated against, and they become racist because on the surface, that seems to be the issue. You get the white population.
I don't believe racism and racist is a thing, but I understand what he's saying. And a really important point is that there are white people that are being brought up in areas where they are a minority white and they're not allowed to mention it or talk about it at all whatsoever. Yeah. So this is like really the time to push this rhetoric hard, dude. It's the only time.
Tim annoys the fuck out of me, honestly.
He annoys most of my audience too. I don't understand it.
You know, right? Like, they think racism is the issue. Are you fucking kidding me, right? Like, how would you feel? Like,
the way it's phrased, that's how they think about it. That's how they feel about it. Not that it's a reality.
There are kids growing up in areas like where they're literally like the only freaking white person there, and like all the people around them are goddamn racist to them. Oh, racism isn't the issue.
Not like microaggressions, by the way, like intimidation racism.
Yeah. I'm not talking about fucking microaggressions. I'm talking like getting the crap beaten out of you, getting your family members like beaten and snuggled. Like not just like, oh, he looked at me funny. No. This is like hardcore crap, man. God damn it.
And down to where it is now, you're starting to see affirmative action. You're starting to see DEI policies. And what's going to happen is it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. It doesn't matter if you're oppressed or the oppressor. People don't like being pushed around. And you're going to get an increasing number of white people saying, stop yelling at me. And it's going to create white racial identity politics.
Oh my God, is this literally 2023? How does he always manage to be like 2 or 3 years behind everybody else? Like, hey guys, I just realized that like whites becoming a minority might be a bit of a problem. Oh, thank you so much. 2023 called and wants its fucking talking points back.
Honestly, I don't understand the Tim Pool hate. I've always enjoyed Tim Pool and I've never understood hating him like how people do, like how you sound right now. I don't understand it because like his function is to be a transitionary landing pad. Tim Pool doesn't believe any prescription's hard enough for him to have people follow him in his politics, right? His point, I am like a dissident right Tim Pool. I'm gathering people, I'm making more prescriptions, but he is there to send people in whatever direction that's away from the left. I guess that's how I interpret it. I guess I interpret him tactically, and I don't really listen to him.
I mean, I guess, enjoyably. Right? I mean, it just, I don't know, man. He just annoys me. I used to watch like a ton of his stuff, but now, right, like I see him, again, he's just saying...
You can't watch a ton of his stuff. It all feels the exact same if you watch too much of it.
Yeah, and also, right, again, I just get that sort of like, he is like 2 or 3 years ago, like calling like, guys, you know what I just like realized? It's like, yeah.
No, but society is 10 years ago is what you have to realize.
Yeah, true.
Well, yeah, I think that the diversification of America makes that an inevitability because people define themselves by distinction. I think that when the country was 90% white in the 60s, for example, people didn't even think of it as a white country. That's just what a country is. I wake up, I see all white people. That's what a country is. And the way they thought about diversity and immigration is, well, we could tolerate a white country with some non-white people. But ever since 2012, it's 50-50, non-white versus white births. So Generation Z, Generation Alpha, they're growing up in classrooms, neighborhoods. It's not white. It's some white people, some non-white people. It's a total mix. And now they're starting to say, no, I'm a white person in a diverse country. I'm a white person in a Mexican neighborhood. I'm the only white kid in an Indian neighborhood. You almost become more white the less white the country becomes.
Right.
And the thing is, I don't even think it's bad that the country's becoming majority non-white. And I think
it starts off as an oppositional identity and then becomes your actual identity, where you realize what being white is when you're a white minority and this is what people think of white people. And then you go, whoa.
And I reckon this is actually what happened to the Moose. Right? Like for real. And I think this is one of the reasons why they're so dead against any sort of like idea of whites banding together, because like, they're supposed to be the minority, the identity in opposition, all the stuff
the victims,
about, but all the stuff they're like, what even is a white person? You come from all the dude, the Moose are exactly the same. What are you, Sephardic? Are you Mizrahi? Are you Ashkenazi?
Well, no. When it's convenient, they'll go, what is a Moorish person?
Yep. So, I mean, this idea of an oppositional identity makes perfect sense, to be perfectly honest. Like you do form ideas in contradistinction to other ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good thing that people are developing a consciousness, because I think that's the only basis that they can stick up for themselves is as a group.
Why do you think it's bad the country's becoming less white?
Because I think it makes the country less cohesive, and I think it destroys the identity of the country. You know, America was founded by white people, built by white people. The culture that America had was generated by European civilization. And I think that when it becomes majority non-white, you're going to get a very different kind of country in every way.
What if it was, let's just say, all Native American, but they were all like the most diehard conservative constitution?
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Yes, this is why Tim Pool pisses me off. Right, this shit right here. Like, oh, but
I can hear you snarling.
What if we imported like a gajillion Somalians and they were all conservatives? Like,
I know, but I know, but not everyone as far along as you are, and he has a large audience. So like, they're not going to have this like internal debate in their own minds. So it has to be a kindergarten style of debate for a person to ask themselves this question as they're hearing this.
Look, I get it, and I agree, and I'm glad the conversation is being had. Okay, right? But like, I can't get on board with anyone who believes like race doesn't exist anymore, right?
That's where I come into play.
I'm not saying it's the only thing, right? I'm not like, oh my God, it's the most important thing everywhere at all times, okay? But it is a thing, and when you have fluid dynamic and chaotic and complicated systems, if you ignore a thing, you get a much less accurate reading on what's going on with the thing, and you can't just.
It's like building a tall skyscraper, and you act like wind isn't a thing. Wind isn't everything, but you acting like it's not a thing will, disrupt it.
And also, right, I've seen what happens to places like the UK where they just take this logic and they'll be like, oh, it doesn't matter if everybody's like Pakistani, right? What if they have the
now
right
I understand.
values, right? They don't.
This is where. I feel like your therapist right now, Fist. Like I understand where this anger is coming from right now. No, but honestly, it does make a lot of sense once like specific targeted demographics have taken over entire cities. Here, not nearly as much. We're a lot larger, and so it's a lot more like quote unquote diverse, but actually diverse, and not calling one demographic diverse.
Yeah. So I see that attitude as the enabling thing that enables this kind of like horror to happen.
But this is had in a context in order to disable it instead of enable it would be the difference here.
Yeah.
I can see why it brings up some sore memories. You want to do some sippies?
I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine.
I know. I just like hearing you exasperated. You want to soup it up? Soupies?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Soup it up. Let's soup it up. Infinite Worlds for $2. Their utopia is Christ and government is God. I don't know what this is in reference to, but thank you. Sport Nugget for $10. This show to my girlfriend. If I say it's people talking about cows, she might not want to listen.
Hey, would you explain this show to here? If your girlfriend's pussy is too wet, show this to her. It'll dry that fucker right up, okay? What are you gonna fucking show her? This? What? Don't. No. I'm warning you right now, dude. I'm very protective over men that have actual women in their lives listening to this, okay?
Yeah, or just say it's funny, right? Like maybe like, just like start with the comedy.
She probably won't get it.
Yeah, probably won't get it, But there are women who are into that kind of comedy.
There is. There's women showing up in chats sometimes now. I'm scared. I don't know what to say.
Well, they're just there's about like 10-15% of women that are just sort of like built different in that way. Like, like Joe Rogan's like audience is like 10-15% women. There's like, they're good, those women. They're totally awesome. Count Vander for $5. Thank you, mate. When I was born, my hometown was 95% people who look like me. Now it's barely more than 50%. I want the Minnesota I grew up in back.
Oh, bro. No wonder why this is hitting so hard for Homeboy.
Yep.
That's a rough one, man. It's okay. We never really had that in Massachusetts, so I didn't really feel like I lost anything too much. A little bit, but not that much.
John Jackson for $10. Thank you very much, mate.
Gotta cheek him up.
Speaking of Gen Alpha, a local ISD near me just announced it's removing its desegregation mandate after 50 years because its white population has fallen to below
Holy
15%. Whoa. What's
that?
an ISD? Is that a school district?
I'm not completely sure. Removing
Damn.
its desegregation mandate. Oh, I think there was a place in the South that did this where they couldn't say it was based on race, but they were creating like a new area of people that were like 85. By the way, they weren't even 100% white. They were like 85% white, and that was too fucking white to escape the place they were in. Independent school.
Sorry, Airboy for $2. As soon as she hears the blacks, her ears perk up. Based. Yes, independent school district is what that means. Dude. So mission accomplished. They can remove desegregation now because it's been accomplished. The place is wholly diverse. There's no more whites left. Awesome. And I'm sure everything's like going swimmingly, right?
Journalists who are like the founding fathers were the greatest thing that ever happened to our land. Would you disagree with that? Is that worse?
I would, because then we'd all be living in teepees and riding on horses.
I'm making it about the racial component. If it was,
so if you weren't pissed off enough, he's like, no. And so like, he's like, what if Native Americans, it was Native Americans? And then of course, Nick Fuentes is going to be like, well, yeah, then we'd be living out of teepees. And then Tim Pool has to be like, no, Native Americans, but they did everything the exact same as white people. How do you like that argument?
Right. Yeah. Because
don't tell me. Let me try and play a little more of this. Hold on.
If it was 300 million Native Americans and like the white people just like didn't have babies and moved to Iceland or something, the Native Americans said, we're going to build skyscrapers, we're going to play baseball, make apple pies, we're going to praise the founding fathers and the Constitution. Is that still bad?
That's just it. I don't think that it's interchangeable. That's really kind of the key word, because whenever people talk about race, they say, is it skin deep? And so people say, well, what if the person's skin was black, or what if the skin was red or yellow or brown or whatever? But I don't think that Indians or Amerindians, whatever you want to call them, I don't think they will be building skyscrapers. I don't think they have liberalism, center-right liberalism. I don't think they have any of that.
Well, but this is why I ask the very like obviously impossible hypothetical of if the only difference was skin deep, would that be a worse off nation?
Well, it wouldn't be the same nation is the point. I wouldn't feel at home, let's say. If Chicago was all Indians running around, I would be a minority and I would feel deeply uncomfortable because, home for us is familiarity. We like seeing familiar faces like our mom.
It's not even that home for us is that, it's that we don't have another home, right? Indians go back to India and then they can say whatever about Native Americans, but they have fucking casinos and they fucking drink alcohol and fuck their own lives up. That's their own fucking fault. But they still have traditions and they still have cultures they could have fucking preserved and whatnot. Like this is like all that we have left in the West.
The skyscraper flows through me like water through the buffalo. Like, I mean, look, just okay. This is why Tim annoys me. Okay, right? If you had a country full of American Indians, right? They would all.
I want to do a whole stream watching Tim Pool with you. This is fucking so entertaining to me. Keep going.
They would all lack the alcohol dehydrogenase gene, right? The reason why the American Indians and also the Australian Aboriginals, right, are horrible with alcohol is because they lack a critical enzyme that breaks down alcohol. So when pure blood Amerindians drink alcohol, they go crazy. So it wouldn't be the same country. I mean, like maybe they could all convert to Islam, right? And like, you'd have a bunch of Amerindian Muslims, right? I mean, does Tim really believe?
No,
right?
I don't think. He literally said it's an impossible hypothetical. Okay, he has a bunch of normies in his audience. Okay, that's why he's posing this as it's not even a devil's advocate. Okay, it's like a God's warm lead. He's asking it how it might sound in a person's mind that believes that is true. And then Nick Fuentes comes in and says, like, well, that's an impossible hypothetical, and here's why. And then Tim is acting like he's pushing back, but he's also calling it an impossible hypothetical as he's saying it.
Yeah. Look, right? I know. That,
I know. Fucking.
It just fucking annoys me, man.
Why do I like making people I enjoy so sad? I don't know. I really am twisted.
Yeah, it's good content. Like fucking, right? Oh, dude.
Okay, we'll skip to this and then we'll call it a night.
Okay.
The sales team would send probably Phil or Tate with a more. And I saw the guy walking down the street. I'll put it like this: if I had a sales team and Ian was the customer, I would not send Nick in his suit and tie to try and sell Ian. I would send probably Phil or Tate with a more relaxed look. Appearance is the first thing people go to, and that means race, and that's why there is racism. It's not that there can't be, like an Indian guy born in America who loves America, believes in the founding father, just looks different. It's that people in Chicago being a really great example of this, people choose to segregate. The question is why? And how do you change it? And that was the liberal experiment they have failed at time and time again, which never worked. Now,
I really don't want to say that was liberal, dude, because the whole thing's been manufactured and specifically designed to antagonize white people. That's first of all. Second of all, liberalism was made by white people, essentially for white people. So it really wasn't liberal.
But also notice the framing, right? How do we change that? Why?
Right.
Why?
Well, that's the manufactured part.
Why must it be changed, right? Why must everything be a melting pot? Why must we have the Tower of Babel everywhere all the goddamn time? Right? Like, dude, do you not read the fucking Bible? Like, holy crap, man, right?
Oh,
like,
dude, I can't wait until current events slow down so we can like really dig our heels into these topics, man. I swear to God.
Yeah. Oh, we could do some like great content. Yeah, so like, note to self, right? Play Tim Pool, and I can just like.
This is so entertaining to me because it's a perfect duality of energy right now.
Yeah.
Because I understand what he's saying, but I like you have been way more on the right wing path than I have, right?
Yeah.
And so to hear this now, especially at a time when we have so much visibility and like swing in a certain direction, when he's saying something, you're like, don't even utter it. Don't even utter that fucking phrase. Don't even fucking use it. So it's been really beaten over your head though, more than my head, right?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, right? Like you can't literally be like arrested for being like against that stuff. I feel like that gives it like a real extra spice. You know what I mean, right? When the government like literally starts like enforcing like speech laws, and they're like, you will if you express too much stern disagreement, right? Fucking, mate, yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
I mean,
keep playing it.
we can just dial it down here. This is just gonna keep we're good. Let's just dial it down here.
Okay.
We'll end it here.
Okay, so let's
one of our more successful streams, fellas. I cannot thank you enough. That was, in terms of viewership and support, we did very good tonight.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for everyone who super chatted. We have the best chat. Thank you, fellas. Really, really appreciate it. We'll be back on Friday, right?
Yeah, something's gonna happen. Hopefully nothing. Now I hope nothing happens. Okay. Now I really hope nothing happens, because it would be good for us to have more of a back and forth dialogue. People don't see the stuff off screen, conversations that we have. It'd be nice to bring that to the forefront.
You might also enjoy my history podcast.
I'm trying to have a real moment with you right now, and you're gonna turn this into a plug. I'm just kidding.
You might enjoy my Monday history podcast, Fistory. I'm doing the Black Death at the moment, just like reading contemporary accounts.
You're also in Minnesota, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Any final words? This is a good show, man.
It was a really good show. Awesome. So I am fellas, I do everything on this channel except for Artie and Fist. I do all the thumbnails, all the SEO, all the editing, everything, absolutely everything. Yep. I am trying to transition into a parallel structure of doing Rumble only content. It's coming. And I showed you cops footage in the beginning. I want you to know, and I want you to believe me. I downloaded 23 seasons of the original Cops. Okay. And no matter how bad things are in society, you watching what life used to be like in the early 90s, I'm sitting on it. It's the best content that can ever happen. And watching it on Rumble is the perfect place for it, because I think the copyright is up on it, but there's going to be some things where if that's being shown on screen and certain things are said in a certain context, that'll set off YouTube. And I can really lay into the blacks on Rumble. So it's coming. All right. Nice. It's on the way. I just got to figure out an alternate structure for doing things because the back end stuff, Fist, isn't the back end stuff so fun with streaming?
Oh mate, it's the funnest part, right? It's like messing around the back end. Oh, I enjoy it so much, mate.
Yeah, I bet you do enjoy messing around the back end. So, fellas, there's always some things in the works for the Hard R fellers. Please check out the member posts because there is a playlist for no ads on the streams. And I think that'll about do it. Thank you so much, fellas.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Have a excellent week. Well, hang on. We got a final super chat. From TNRFNV. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. Proverbs 27:9. Oh, that's nice.
Thank you, bruv.
See you later, fellas.
Later,
Good night.
guys.
All these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're living real life, nice life in your lattes, doing
You can be sure that we're both on a list. You can be sure that we make the most pissed. Streaming through history, uncovering mysteries. It's why the whites are living in misery. We keep the audience dilating as we continue navigating through centuries of adventures of the ever-evolving small-hat wizardry. Artie and Fist, let us show you